Now, the greatest radio shows of all time.
Suspense.
The Shadow Node.
Washington calling David Harding, counter-spy.
Classic radio theater.
The Great Gildersleeve.
Fibber McGee and Molly.
Dragnet. Gunsmoke.
The Lone Ranger.
Now, step back into a time machine with your host, Wyatt Cox.
Good evening, friends of the Inner Sanctum.
And on this Friday, we're going to go back to a Sunday, 77 years ago today. It was here The Adventures of Sam Spade Detective, starring Howard Duff. Under Arrest, starring Joe DeSantis. Nick Carter, Master Detective, starring Lon Clark. All from August 1st, 1948. And then we'll go to 1954 for an episode of Broadway Is My Beat, and we'll wrap it all up with an episode of the soap opera, The Second Mrs. Burton. That's all coming up on this Friday, first day of August, brand new month, 213th day of the year. We have 152 days left in 2025. The first census published on this date in 1790, showing 3.9 million people in the United States. Happy birthday, Colorado. You became the 38th State of the Union on this date in 1876. Adolf Hitler presided over the opening of the Berlin Olympic Games on this date in 1936. And in 1941, the first Jeep was produced. Anne Frank made the last entry in her diary on this date in 1944. And in 1946, President Truman signed the congressional acts that established the Atomic Energy Commission and the Fulbright Scholarship Program. And on this date in 1960, the cover version of a 1959 record shot to the top of the charts created a national dance craze. The song The Twist, the artist Chubby Checker. His Twist, the first song to make it to the top of the charts in two different runs in the modern era. In 1966, Charles Whitman killed 15 people shooting from the top of the main building at the University of Texas at Austin before he was killed by police.
He had a 6.1 sport rifle with a scope. He had a 35 Remington. He had a 30 caliber carbine. He had a 12-gauge sawed-off shotgun and a .357 Magnum pistol. He was loaded for bear.
Austin Police Chief R.A. Miles. Two concerts for Bangladesh, organized by George Harrison and Nora Jones's father, Rabbi Shankar. The two concerts held at Madison Square Garden in New York City on this date in 1971 to raise money and awareness for East Pakistan refugees.
I'd just like to say before we start off with the concert that to thank you all for coming here. And as you all know, it's a special benefit concert. We've got a good show lined up, I hope so anyway.
Performers included George Harrison, Rabbi Shankar, Ringo Starr, Klaus Werman, Kelly Geltner, Eric Clapton, Billy Preston, Leon Russell, Badfinger, and Bob Dylan. The concerts raised close to $250,000 for Bangladesh relief, which was administered by UNICEF. Due to money raised through the Concert for Bangladesh live album and film, an estimated $12 million sent to relief in Bangladesh by 1985. Was on this date in 1975, President Ford spoke before Soviet leader Leonid Brezhnev and other European leaders at the controversial Conference on Security and Cooperation in Europe.
Peace is not a piece of paper. But lasting peace is at least possible today because we have learned from the experiences of the last 30 years that peace is a process requiring mutual restraint and practical arrangement. This conference is a part of that process. A challenge, not a conclusion.
President Ford spoke forcefully of the deep devotion of the American people and their government to human rights and fundamental freedoms. MTV made its debut at 12:01 a.m. on this date in 1981. The first video shown, Video Killed the Radio Star by the Buggles. Though some thought the channel was not appropriate, this fan loved the idea.
MTV is just a video. They're just videos with music. And you have to understand the videos. The videos are made to help you understand the music, and that's all it is. It's not a corrupting influence, I don't feel at all.
back in the day when MTV actually showed videos. I don't even know if it's still, well, MTV, like a lot of cable stuff, is going away. With talent on loan from God, Rush Limbaugh, syndicated nationally on this date in 1988 as a 2-hour show at the time. In 1994, Michael Jackson and Lisa Marie Presley confirmed rumors they had married 11 weeks earlier. It was on this date in 1995. Baseball great Mickey Mantle spoke for the last time to reporters, telling him following a liver transplant, cancer had spread from his liver to his lung.
I would like to say to the kids out there to take you talk about a role model. This is a role model. Don't be like me, I mean, God gave me a body, ability to play baseball, and that's what I wanted to do. Give me everything.
Mantle would die 2 weeks later. He was 63. 2001, Alabama Supreme Court Chief Justice Roy Moore had a 2.5-ton Ten Commandments monument installed in the rotunda of the Judiciary Building, leading to a lawsuit to have it removed and his own removal from office. In 2007, the I-35W Mississippi River Bridge spanning the Mississippi in Minneapolis collapsed during the evening rush hour. This man survived.
It went so fast, but we fell for so long that it just was unbelievable.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of your infrastructure. It was on this date 3 years ago today, President Biden announced Al-Qaeda leader Ayman al-Zawahiri was killed in a U.S. drone strike in Kabul, an operation Biden said delivered justice and hopefully one more measure of closure to families of the victims of the September 11 attacks on the U.S.
After relentlessly seeking Zawahiri for years under Presidents Bush, Obama, and Trump, our intelligence community located Zawahiri earlier this year. He had moved to downtown Kabul to reunite with members of his immediate family. After carefully considering the clear and convincing evidence of his location, I authorized a precision strike that would remove him from the battlefield once and for all.
Persons of note passing on this date in history include frontierswoman Calamity Jane, singer Johnny Burnett, actress Strother Martin, writer Patty Chayefsky, singer Cela Black, You're My World, pro wrestler, 8-time National Wrestling Alliance heavyweight champion Handsome Harley Race, and actor Wilfred Brimley, all passing on this date in history. Birthdays of note of those who have passed on to the other side include Francis Scott Key, the lawyer and lyricist of our national anthem, Moby Dick author Herman Melville, comedian Dom DeLuise, Grateful Dead's Jerry Garcia, and the man behind Gangsta's Paradise, Coolio the rapper, all those folks born on this date in history.
Hi, this is Jeff Foxworthy. It is now time for the birthday announcements. The following people are now officially older than dirt.
You know him best from The Sopranos. I know him as the former entertainment director of the Riviera Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, may it rest in peace. Steve Sharippa, 68 years old today. Devon Dudley, Devin Hughes, whose boys, by the way, are now pro wrestlers as well as a tag team. Devon Dudley with Bully Ray, Big Bubba Dudley, 53 years old today. Vanessa from The Cosby Show, Tempest Bledsoe, is 52.
Vanessa, this is a D.
I know. I don't know what happened. Robert and I studied very hard for that test.
From The Cosby Show, Tempest Bledsoe, 52 years old today. Mr. Lisa Bonet, speaking of The Cosby Show, he was not on it, but she was. Jason Momoa, Game of Thrones, Aquaman, he is 46 today. And from Desperate Housewives and MTV's Teen Wolf, Max Carver is 37. Those are just a few of the people celebrating the first day of August as their birthday. If this is your birthday,
hi, we're the 4 freshmen, and we just want to say, happy birthday to you.
Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox continues now as we go back to 77 years ago, Sunday, August 1st, 1948, Sam Spade Detective, starring Howard Duff. That's up first.
This is Groucho Marx. A few days ago, I was talking with the Director of Civil Defense, and he told me some things that I feel everyone should know. That's why I'm speaking to you now. Did you know, for example, that your chances of surviving an atom bomb attack are excellent? It's true, but there's a big if. You must do everything possible now to help yourself and your family. Nobody else will help you. Listen, because this is important. Keep a complete first aid kit handy. Keep a closed container of drinking water in your refrigerator, enough for 3 days. Be sure you have a good fire extinguisher. Take a look around your house right now and pick out the safest spot, away from windows and doors. Make sure that every member of your family understands he is to rush to that safe spot when there's danger. I'm convinced that these precautions are necessary right now, and I hope I can convince you. They're important to your family, yourself, and your community.
All right, Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. We start up on this Sunday, August 1st, 1948, 77 years ago, the Dry Martini Caper, with Howard Duff as Sam Spade, detective.
The Adventures of Sam Spade, detective. Brought to you by Wild Root Cream Oil Hair Tonic, the non-alcoholic hair tonic that contains lanolin. Wild Root Cream Oil, again and again, the choice of men who put good grooming first.
Sam Spade Detective Agency.
Me, sweetheart.
Sam, how did it go?
It was the end, Effie, but the end.
Oh, Sam, not another one of those society things.
Depends on what you mean by society.
Well, you know, Sam, cafe society. Cocktails for two, hands across the table, making another old-fashioned, please.
Let's not lose our head, Effie. Nothing but double martinis, very dry, with 2 olives, sweetheart.
2 olives? Oh, Sam, isn't that overdoing it?
It was all overdone, sweetheart. That's what cracked it. Now, stay right where you are. I'll be right down to mix up my report on the Dry Martini Caper. Get it?
Dashiell Hammett, America's leading detective fiction writer and creator of Sam Spade, the hard-boiled private eye, and William Spear, radio's outstanding producer-director of mystery and crime drama, join their talents to make your hair stand on end with the adventures of Sam Spade. Presented by the makers of Wild Root Cream Oil for the hair. August is always a great vacation month. And for those of you planning to take your vacation soon, let me suggest that when you're packing, be sure you include a bottle and a handy tube of Wild Root Cream Oil Hair Tonic. For no matter where you go, you can always depend on Wild Root Cream Oil to groom your hair neatly and naturally, relieve dryness, and remove loose dandruff. Yes, you can take it with you on your vacation, and you should. Wild Root Cream Oil Hair Tonic. Again and again, the choice of men who put good grooming first. And now, with Howard Duff starring as Spade, Wild Root brings to the air the greatest private detective of them all in The Adventures of Sam Spade.
You look sober as an owl.
Wise as an owl, sober as a judge, F.
Oh. Well, the way you talked on the phone, I thought you drowned the shamrock, kissed the Black Betty, spliced the main brace, decorated the mahogany, made a Dutch bargain, or, in a word, gone to give a Chinaman a music lesson.
Effie, I wish you'd spend more time with Harper's Bazaar while I'm gone and less with the thesaurus of slang.
Ah.
Didn't know I could say that. Are you sober?
Well, I've been riding the choo-choo, drinking Adam's ale. And if you don't believe it, just ask me to walk a chalk.
Okay, heelsy-toesy, arms akimbo, eyes glazed.
Yes, Sam.
Now then, tip of the forefinger to the tip of the nose.
Oh, Sam, it makes me dizzy.
Dizzy Gillespie?
Dizzy go... Oh, Sam.
Exactly. And you are not sewn up, shagged, shellacked, shickered, stuccoed, tap-shackled, stiffo, or real crazy.
Well, you know best, Sam.
Good. Now try this one.
Yes, Prez.
Sitting posture, limbs cruciform.
What?
Cheesecake style.
Oh, Sam.
That's it. Now place the notebook. Just a little higher. Good. Yeah. Now apply the tip of the pencil to the top of the fool's cap and proceed viz.
Viz.
Date. August 1st, 1948. To Mrs. Netta Martini, 1000 Marina Boulevard, San Francisco. From Samuel Spade, license number 137596. Subject, Dear Netta. The first I knew of the caper was day before yesterday morning when I saw your husband's picture in the paper. It was one of those lovingly retouched executive-type photographs of a man in his late 40s or early 50s, graying at the temples and wearing an embalmed man of distinction look. The story was headlined, Corporation Head Waylaid by Mysterious Assailant. Chauffeur foils would-be kidnappers at offices of Martini Trading Company. The item under it wasn't as thrilling as the headline. Sounded as if he'd been knocked down for his wallet and the attempted kidnapping had been dreamed up by a bored city news reporter. I tossed it into the wastebasket along with my morning mail and went back to the Police Gazette. On page 3, the phone rang. Unique Garage, Harry speaking.
Mr. Spade?
One moment. Who's calling?
Gordon Martini.
Not Gordon Martini, the corporation head, waylaid by mysterious assailant.
Chairman of the board, and there's nothing mysterious about it.
Then what are you doing on this phone?
I can't talk on the phone.
Where are you? In a hospital?
I left that pest house this morning. I'm at my residence, 1000 Marina Boulevard.
Mm-hmm.
It will take you exactly 20 minutes by cab. You will meet me in front of the building, and we'll have our conference in my car en route to the office.
Where's your office?
Downtown Post Street.
Oh, why don't I meet you there?
I'm a busy man. Have a full calendar. I'm already late due to all that hospital red tape. But I can fit you into my schedule if you'll hurry. Now, look alive, man.
Well, it's a little early in the morning, but I'm trying hard.
Good. What will you want for a retainer?
I'll let you know if I decide to take the job.
Fair enough. 20 minutes. I'll expect you.
I should have looked more alive. It took me 2 minutes to get out of the street, 1 minute to flag down a cab, and 18 minutes to reach your address, Netta. A total of 21 minutes. As my taxi drew up to the curb in front of the canopied entrance to the corner apartment house at 1000 Marina, I saw your husband pacing indignantly up and down in front of the entrance, pausing only to glare at the outsized chronometer on his left wrist. His gray Homburg was perched atop an outsized turban of gauze bandage that decorated his head.
You're Spade. You're exactly 1 minute and 22 seconds late. Hours are made of minutes, minutes are made of seconds. In killing this seemingly negligible interval of time, you have wounded an hour.
Oh, I have? Well, I'm sorry. The traffic's pretty heavy out here this hour of the morning, you know.
You should have started a minute and 22 seconds earlier.
I'm sorry. There was a bore on the telephone, kept talking about how valuable his time was.
Yeah, well, don't apologize. Only waste more time. Now, here's your check, $100. My car's just around the corner. I paid that chauffeur a large salary. We mustn't keep him waiting. In the meantime, you may as well start earning your fee.
I've been earning it for the past 22 minutes and 22 seconds.
Wait. I suspected as much. You drive a car?
Yeah, you mean one man drives all that?
I see him, that rascally chauffeur of mine. Asleep in the back seat. All right, come out of there, you. Hey, watch it!
I was behind him and a little to the right. The shock of the rapid-fire 30-caliber slugs lifted him off his feet and knocked him against me. I went down under his 300 pounds of dead weight. By the time I rolled him off of me and got up, the gunman had jumped out of the limousine and into a gray sedan that was double parked alongside. In the welter of traffic on the boulevard, I didn't dare risk throwing a shot after him, but I did get the first 3 numbers of the license plate before it buried itself in the heavy stream of AM commuters. That's when the air changed from exhaust fumes to something out of a Persian garden. I turned and looked for the first time into your Nile green eyes, Netta, and saw you twisting a handkerchief in your pale hands I might have loved beside the Shalimar, but on Marina Boulevard they looked like hysterics dead ahead.
Who did it? You saw him. Don't lie to me. Why don't they come? Where's the ambulance? Why are all those people standing around there staring at me? Make them go away.
Calm down.
Make them go away. I can't stand it.
Stop it, will you? That's better. Now, come on over here. Who are you, his wife?
Yes, and it was all my fault. This is the end. I called Ernie out the window and asked him to come upstairs. I wanted him to return some lingerie. They sent the wrong color, peach.
Yeah. Who's Ernie?
He's our chauffeur. I was looking for the exchange slip when we heard the shots. Is he dead this time?
Yeah, don't go to pieces.
Poor Gordon, he had so many enemies. He didn't drink well, you know. People dropped us like flies.
Well, they certainly dropped your husband.
Are you a policeman?
No, but I'll do until the real thing comes along, which is right now. If I were you, lady, I'd go back upstairs and relax. They'll get to you soon enough.
Yes, I suppose you're right. Poor Gordon, he looks so natural stretched out on the pavement.
Yeah.
I keep thinking he'll get up and stagger on into the elevator. He didn't drink at all well.
Go on, will you?
All right, I'm going. Oh, Ernie, where did you go?
Down at the garage. I heard a car driving. Poor Mr. Martini. It's all my fault.
No, Ernie, it's mine if I only hadn't mislaid that exchange slip.
What?
You know, when I called you out the window to come and get that package.
Oh, that.
What do we got here? Who's the witness?
Me.
Oh, Spade. Lost another client, huh?
Not quite. I hadn't cashed the check yet.
Well, they got him anyway. All right, clear a space in there. Let him through with that stretcher.
All right.
Step over here out of the crowd, Sam. I want to get that statement.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay, Gary, take it down.
Got a pencil?
Yeah, but I want it back.
Let's have it.
This guy is Gordon Martini. He headed up a local firm, the Martini Trading Company. Last night he was working late at his office. Got boinged.
All right.
Phoned me this morning. Didn't know why. Thought maybe he wanted a bodyguard. Anyway, he needed one. Gunman was crouched in the back seat of the limousine, shoved the carbine out when Martini opened the door.
Carbine, huh?
Didn't get a good look at him. You can see why, the way it's closed in, no side windows.
Foreign car, isn't it?
Stop drooling. You can't afford one. You getting all this?
What about the getaway?
Martini fell on top of me. I saw the getaway car on the back of his head.
Yeah.
The car was a gray sedan. The back of his head was a standard make, too. Only got the first 3 digits of license plate, 5D9.
5D9. Anything else?
Yeah, give me back my pencil. The homicide boys want some help. They know my fee.
Mr. Spade.
This is Martini. Why aren't you and Ernie upstairs getting your alibis shaped up?
Oh, please, I can't face the questions just yet. Would it be legal if I just avoided them till I can collect myself?
I don't know about legal, but it might be smart.
Where can we talk?
What do you suggest?
Well, there's a little cocktail lounge up on Lombard where Ernie and I all... it's just around the corner.
Very handy. Let's go.
Against my mother's advice, I should have listened, but, well, that's why I married Mr. Martini.
Well, that brings us up to 1943, and it's only 11:45.
You're just like him, always holding a stopwatch over my head.
Always?
Well, he drank, you know.
You told me that.
But it's much more important than you think. He often fell down and bumped his head.
You mean that mysterious assailant that waylaid him last night in his office was a double martini?
2 pitchers full before dinner.
2?
Ernie had to carry him up to his office.
Well, what did he go up there for?
Oh, we had an appointment with the vice president of the firm, Mr. Nesbitt. Something had come up, and he wanted Gordon to sign some papers. I don't know what. It wasn't the first time. I waited outside in the car. After Ernie had taken him upstairs, he came back to the car, and we talked.
Ernie has alibis upstairs, downstairs, and all around the house.
Well, then when the others came out and Gordon didn't, Ernie went upstairs to see why.
Others? Mr. Nesbitt and who else?
Mary Callahan.
Secretary?
No, she's an attorney. And if you think everything was legal between those two, well, but after all, who am I to call the kettle black?
Now, what are you trying to tell me? That you got him drunk so they could make him sign some papers? That he got himself drunk so he couldn't write his name? Or that he just got drunk and fell down?
Between you and me, I think she pushed him down a flight of stairs. In his condition, he'd never remember.
Why are you putting the finger on the Callahan dame?
Well, what would you think? She was the last one out of the building.
Why didn't you want to tell all this to the police?
Well, I didn't want to talk about his drinking. Things were bad enough already. That would have been the end.
Oh, that's as good an answer as any. What do you want me to do for you?
Prove that she did it and Ernie didn't.
I'll let you take care of Ernie.
Oh, no. I don't want to alibi him unless I have to. He might get the wrong idea.
You mean I've got the wrong idea?
He might think it meant I still care for him, and I don't. I can't stand him anymore. The way he chews those toothpicks. And besides, if his alibi is too good, I might have trouble about that carbine in the backseat of my car.
Pardon me, it sounded as if you said you might have trouble about a carbine in the backseat of your car.
That's what I said.
Where is your car?
In the garage. But somebody had it out this morning. They scraped the fender coming back in, and they ran into the wall. They must have been in an awful hurry.
Tell me, this car of yours, it wouldn't be a gray sedan?
Yes.
License number?
Oh, wait a minute. It's on my keyring. Here, 5D90...
That's enough. Why didn't you tell me this before?
Well, I couldn't get up the nerve. After I heard you tell that policeman the gun that killed Gordon was a carbine, and the gray sedan and all that, well, it's the end.
I hoped you were right, but I didn't think so. When I went to look at the gray sedan in your garage, I knew you were wrong. Dead wrong. It was the getaway car, all right, and the carbine, as you know, was proven later to be the one that killed your husband. But Ernie had turned into a very poor suspect indeed. He was hugging the carpet between the front and rear seats, and when I nudged him, he didn't move. He'd been shot at closer range than Gordon Martini, and the killer had used only one slug. It was planted in the base of his brain, which made him not only a very poor suspect, but a very dead one.
The makers of Wild Root Cream Oil are presenting the weekly Sunday adventure of Dashiell Hammett's famous private detective, Sam Spade. If you want the well-groomed look that helps you get ahead socially and on the job, listen. Recently, thousands of people from coast to coast who bought Wild Root Cream Oil for the first time were asked, how does Wild Root Cream Oil compare with the hair tonic you previously used? Better than 4 out of 5 who replied said they preferred Wild Root Cream Oil. And no wonder. Wild Root Cream Oil grooms the hair neatly and naturally, relieves annoying dryness, and removes loose dandruff. What's more, non-alcoholic Wild Root Cream Oil is the only leading hair tonic that contains soothing lanolin. So ask for Wild Root Cream Oil Hair Tonic. Again and again, the choice of men who put good grooming first. By the way, smart girls use Wild Root Cream Oil, too. And mothers say it's grand for training children's hair. And now, back to the Dry Martini Caper. Tonight's adventure with Sam Spade.
Martini Trading Company, good afternoon. I'm sorry, Mr. Nesbitt is in conference. I'll see that he gets your message. Well, what can I do for you?
I would like to see Miss Callahan.
Miss Callahan is in conference with Mr. Nesbitt.
Good. I would like to see them both.
But I have orders not to disturb them.
You do not have to. I will.
Just a minute. You can't go breaking in like that.
Yes, and I'll tell you something else. He won't ever get away with it. Why, everyone in this town knows about your underworld connection.
Why, you doddering old fool, when I get through with you, if you don't go to the gas chamber for Gordon Martini's murder, you'll wish you had.
If I go to the gas chamber, it'll be for killing you, not Gordon.
Oh, you said it. Oh, why didn't I have witnesses here?
Miss Callahan?
Did you hear that?
You weren't talking loud enough. I didn't hear a thing.
Well, come on in here and I'll tell you a thing or two. Close that door. Now, sit down.
Thanks. I listen better on my feet.
Oh, so you're the detective Netta Martini employed, eh? What's she paying you?
That'll depend on how much I have to do for her.
Well, I'll tell you how much you'll have to do for her. You'll have to make a case against me, and that's not going to be easy.
Why do you think she's out to get you?
Why, indeed. For years, this moth-eaten mouthpiece, this parboiled Portia, has been victimizing poor Gordon, taking advantage of his weakness for drink.
Oh,
Now that she's liquidated him, she appears with 55% of the common stock. Motive enough, eh?
Why, you fraudulent old fool. I simply bought up his debts and threw an attachment on those stocks. Unethical, but perfectly legal.
Look,
Well, you're not even a proper thief. You're nothing but a bumbling old embezzler.
Now, listen
You had
here.
him killed because he was going to call in the auditors to look over those books of yours. The Dean of Double Entry, Mr. Spade.
Look, will you save this for the courtroom scene? Now, you've convinced me. You're both crooked. I'll see that you both go up for something. That's a promise.
Oh, Mr. Spade, I gave you credit for better sense. Do you know that this Medusa of the magistrate's court, this harpy of the Hall of Justice, tricked him into changing the beneficiary of his insurance the very night she pushed him down the stairs?
And you were all in favor of it when you thought you held the controlling interest in the company. Answer that. You see, Mr. Spade, he can't answer that.
Good. I'm glad one of you is temporarily lost for words. Now, I only want to know one thing, and I want a straight answer. And if either one of you starts off on another speech, I'm going to push you into the nearest cloakroom and lock you in together.
Why, you wouldn't dare.
Try me, sweetheart.
Well, what do you want to know about this Amazon ambulance chaser, this Trilby of the traffic court?
Watch it.
Well, what do you want to know?
About Martini's insurance policy. Now, you say he changed the beneficiary. Please answer in 10 words or less. Who was the beneficiary and who is the beneficiary now?
I'll have to answer that question in 2 parts. The beneficiary was his wife. He changed it to the Martini Trading Company, a corporation of the state of California.
Thank you, and goodbye, Mary Callahan. And that Netta took the heat off of you for the time being, which made things tough for me. Because Callahan and Nesbitt were so horrible, I never wanted to see them again, even to testify against them in court. I was sure of one thing. None of you had pulled the trigger of that carbine. There'd been a hired killer behind it, and the way he operated, taking crazy chances in broad daylight in a crowded street, told me an important thing about him. That night, I made the rounds of the joints. At a plant called the Bing Room, I found a bouncer who'd tossed out a customer that'd run up a bill and tried to pay it with a $1,000 check. He sent me to the Atlas Hotel. The Atlas Hotel is off of 3rd Street down near the railroad yards. Not even a flea bag. The fleas sickened and died a long time ago. They couldn't take it. And from the look of the guests sprawled out in the mission furniture of the lobby, they wouldn't be able to much longer. A half-dead room clerk came back to the land of the living long enough to mutter a room number and wave me feebly toward a flight of crummy stairs.
Yeah, what do you want?
You, Hack Hartman?
Hey, you got anything for me, huh?
Yeah, I got news for you. Get back in the room. I'll tell you all about it.
Yeah. Well, come on in.
Drop the shiv.
Yeah, I'll drop it. I'll fix you. I'll cut you good. I'll cut you. I'll cut you.
I'm glad you did that. You make it easy for me. Now get over there.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm not feeling so good.
You can feel a lot worse. Who hired you to put the burn on Martini?
You don't get nothing out of me.
Who gave you that check?
Oh, leave me alone.
I got all night, Hack, and I feel better than you do. Now, what did you do with that check? I'll shake it if your teeth come out with it. Come on.
All right. Stop it. I don't feel so good.
Okay. Where?
Pocket. My shirt.
Don't reach. I'll get it. There was a company check, which is what I'd expected. It was for $1,000 drawn on the Golden Gate Trust and Loan. But I wasn't expecting to find the signature on the bottom line. It was signed in a bold, firm hand, Gordon Martini. Who was the penman on this?
He wrote it himself, right in front of me.
What was it supposed to be for?
He wanted I should knock off his brother.
You get mixed up?
He's dead, ain't he?
That's what I mean. Gordon Martini's dead.
The papers got it wrong. That was his brother, his twin brother. And that other guy, that chauffeur, kept hanging around the garage so I couldn't get out. I had to burn him, too.
You know what you're saying?
Yeah. I'm making sense. Now get out of here. I'm getting steamed.
Don't let it worry you. I got a nice, cool place all picked out for you. After I turned Hack over to the cops, I did what checking I could on my own at that time of night. As nearly as I could learn, Gordon Martini could never have had a brother, twin or otherwise. He was a first child. His mother died in childbirth, and his father died 1 month later. So I went back to the offices of the Martini Trading Company, glass-keyed my way in, and made a quick frisk of it. There I learned that the signature on the check was indeed Gordon's, but that he had closed out his account at that bank the day he wrote it. I thought about that on the way out to your apartment.
Sam, I've been calling and calling, trying to reach you. I've been so worried. It's the end.
This time you might be right. Fix me a drink.
Well, there's nothing in the house but those prepared martinis Gordon used to drink. Is that all right?
No, but fix me one anyway. Never mind the ice. It's not morning yet, but I hate myself already.
Why don't you just relax and let me get it for you?
I'll relax. You get the martinis.
What happened? What'd you think of Mary Callahan? Isn't she the end?
She's cute. You're all cute.
All of me? How nice. I put ice in anyway. It's nasty without.
It's nasty anyway.
I hope it doesn't make you fall down the way it did poor Gordon.
Thanks.
What? Well, what's the matter? Too dry?
You open this bottle fresh?
Why, yes. What's the matter?
Where are they, the rest of the bottles? Oh, yeah. More of the same. Is this all your husband ever drank?
Yes, gallons of it. It's a special brand. He even took it with him to bars and people's houses. He'd sit and drink them right out of the bottle like a little child. Then he'd be falling down drunk, of course. And that's how we lost so many friends. They dropped us like...
Like flies. Yeah, it was the end.
Who you phoning?
City morgue.
Maxie, Sam Spade.
Sammy, what can I do on you?
On Martini, Maxie, they got around to the autopsy yet?
Yeah, they rushed him through.
Got the report handy?
Right in front of me. Funny thing, Sam. The doc said they should have saved themselves the trouble. He'd have been dead in a week or two without no help.
What from?
Brain tumor. Malignant, it says here.
Any alcohol in him?
None from drinking, Sammy.
What about the head wounds?
Accidental fall due to periodic fainting spells. Part of his condition.
Thanks, Maxie.
Well, what is it, Sam? Were the martinis poisoned?
No, sweetheart. The martinis were colored water.
Why, they couldn't. Well, what made him get so drunk?
He didn't. He was sick.
But, Sam, who killed him?
He killed himself.
But he couldn't have.
He hired a gunman to do it. He planned his own murder.
But that's... Well, why didn't he leave a note or something? He could have ruined us all.
Come here, sweetheart. Put your little head on Uncle Sam's shoulder.
Why, Sam...
That's, just what he wanted you to do. He wanted to ruin you. He let Mary Callahan fleece him out of his interest in the company. He let Nesbitt juggle the books. He let you go your way with Ernie. You let all three of you fix yourselves up with as nice a set of motives for murder as a jury could ask for.
it couldn't have.
The real joker was the check he used to pay off the man he hired to kill him. It bounced. It also proved he'd planned his own murder. But he still has his revenge. Because the insurance that would have kept the corporation from going broke won't be paid off on account of the self-liquidating cause.
Oh, Sam, darling, what's going to become of us all?
Well, Callahan and Nesbitt will probably sue each other to death. You might have to go to work and earn a living.
Well, I have $500. I might invest it in something.
You already have. Here's my bill.
But, Sam, you didn't help me. What? This is the end.
No, it isn't, sweetheart. This is the beginning. Come here. Period. End of the end.
Well, if you ask me, you helped her.
Now, F.
Well, that just goes to show you.
Show what, F?
Man's ingratitude to man.
Hmm?
But what did Mr. Martini have against you?
Why, nothing, sweetheart. He, just needed a smart operator like, Johnny Madero was on vacation.
Sam, have you cashed that check Mr. Martini gave you?
Well, not yet.
Sam, any bartender would know better than to take a check from a man who drinks that much.
F, you haven't been paying attention. He didn't drink. He didn't. I was able to establish that later on. You haven't been listening.
At the time, Sam, for all anybody knew, he was a hopeless drunk. He was, Sam. Oh, you're so wonderful and trusting. But I do wish that you'd understand this. He was a hopeless drunk.
For the last time, Effie, he didn't really drink.
I'll just type this up, Sam, while you call the bank.
I'll do that.
A final reminder, friends. Whether you're going on a long vacation trip or just a weekend to the beach, be sure you've got a bottle and tube of Wild Root Cream Oil tucked away in your suitcase. Do this, and you'll find it's easy and quick to spruce up again after stepping out of the water or off the tennis court. For no matter where or when you use it, Wild Root Cream Oil grooms your hair neatly and naturally, relieves dryness, removes loose dandruff. So at home and away from home, help yourself to handsome hair with Wild Root Cream Oil. And next time you have a chance, ask your barber for a professional application of Wild Root Cream Oil Hair Tonic. Again and again, the choice of men who put good grooming first.
Well, here it is, Sam. I hope it was worth the price of the paper and carbons.
You made carbon copies of that? An unimportant report like that?
Oh, it bounced?
Well, the estate isn't settled yet.
Oh, Sam, you're so wonderful and trusting.
Effie, I am not wonderful and trusting. I am a hard-boiled private eye.
I know. Just a pity there's no money in it.
And I'm also two-fisted.
Sam,
Hmm?
have you ever thought of ceramics?
Of what?
Ceramics. It takes virtually no capital. All you need is a small furnace and some clay. And if you don't have any talent, you can just make ashtrays.
Thanks, I already have one.
Oh, flower pots are fun. You can pot them on a wheel.
And you can pot your hat on and wheel on out of here and also take your furnace and clay.
Oh, I love you when you're so gay and carefree.
I am not gay and carefree.
You are a hard-boiled private eye. Good night, Sam.
Good night, and sue me for your back salary, sweetheart.
The Adventures of Sam Spade, Dashiell Hammett's famous private detective, are produced and directed by William Spear. Sam Spade is played by Howard Duff. Lorene Tuttle is Effie. The Adventures of Sam Spade are written for radio by Bob Tallman and Gil Dowd, with musical direction by Lud Gluskin. Gil Dowd directed tonight's broadcast in William Spear's absence. Join us again next Sunday for another adventure with Sam Spade, brought to you by Wild Root Cream Oil. Again and again, the choice of men who put good grooming first. This is Dick Joy reminding you to
Get Wild Root Cream Oil, Charlie. It keeps your hair in trim. You see, it's non-alcoholic, Charlie. It's made with soothing lanolin. You better get Wild Root Cream Oil, Charlie. Start using it today. you'll find that you will have a tough time, Charlie, keeping all the gals away. Hiya, Baldy, get Wild Root right away.
This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
And from 8 o'clock Eastern Time on Sunday, the first day of August 1948, Sam Spade Detective here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Busy night on CBS, particularly for a summer month, as you had the Gene Autry Show at 7, Blondie at 7:30, Sam Spade at 8, The Man Called X at 8:30, and then Winner Take All at 9 and Strike It Rich at 9:30. And then you would have the Hollywood Showcase followed by Escape. Busier night over on Mutual. We'll get to Mutual shows in just a moment. But first, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the news from this date 77 years ago.
Friends, this is Bob Hope. If an atom bomb were to hit your home city, would you know what to do? Remember, one explosion of an atom bomb could kill 75,000 and maim 100,000. This is only one kind of a disaster which could strike. In addition to many forms of enemy action, there are the dangers of fire, flood, earthquake, and traffic. Knowing what to do before, during, and after a disaster can improve your chances of survival. There is something you can do and do now. You can learn a pattern of survival. Your local Office of Civil Defense is ready to help. Persuade your club, your church, your friends, and your neighbors to help to learn to live. Remember, this is the atomic age. No one can escape its hazards, but everyone can prepare. Listen carefully. What you are about to hear can save your life. Do you know the siren signal in case of atomic attack? Do you know how to find shelter? Do you know how to give first aid? Do you know what will be done for your safety? For further details, consult your local Office of Civil Defense.
We continue now on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox by taking a look at the news from this Sunday, August 1st, 1948, 77 years ago today. And George Gallup at the Gallup poll, reporting that the first presidential poll since two major party conventions showed Governor Thomas E. Dewey, the Republican candidate, having a 48-37 lead over President Truman. Henry Wallace was third with 5 percentage points, and the undecided vote sitting at 10%. A woman who confessed she spied for Russia told Congressman yesterday one of the late President Roosevelt's confidential aides and a former Assistant Secretary of the Treasury gave out wartime secrets which reached the Soviets. She named them as Lachlan Curry, the Nova Scotia-born administrative assistant to Roosevelt from 1939 to 1945, and Harry Dexter White, former Assistant Secretary of the Treasury. The testimony came from Elizabeth T. Bentley, 36-year-old Vassar graduate who appeared before the House Un-American Activities Committee. Governor Herbert B. Maw of Utah said yesterday he was willing to swear that Governor Thomas E. Dewey made slurring remarks about the activities of the teachers' lobby. Since publication of the alleged remarks by the Republican presidential candidate about teachers' pay and teachers' lobbyists, James Haggerty, press attaché for Dewey, has twice denied the story. Maw said yesterday in a statement issued by the Democrat National Committee that he heard Dewey make the remarks. He said Dewey proposed to hire publicity men to combat the teachers' demands for pay increases. Representatives of the Western powers granted unexpected interviews with Russian Foreign Minister V.M. Molotov last night, during which they gave him the latest proposals for settling differences between the East and the West. U.S. Ambassador Walter Bedell Smith conferred for more than an hour with the Soviet official. Frank Roberts, Britain's special envoy, said he also was granted an interview. French sources indicated that Yves Chadneau, their ambassador to Moscow, likewise had seen Molotov. In London, an East-West showdown over Berlin should not necessarily set up a new world war, but the Allies must be prepared for war to support the diplomatic offensive against Soviet attempts to dominate Germany. That from informed sources. A sizable and influential group of American officials are reported to be extremely pessimistic about the possibility of reaching a settlement with Russia over occupied Germany. This group is understood to be convinced Western nations cannot work their way out of the German dilemma without a showdown. President Truman and Governor Thomas E. Dewey, rival presidential candidates, jointly dedicated the $200 million Idlewild International Airport in New York City, while hundreds of fighters and bombers roared overhead in a simulated defense of the nation's largest city. President Truman returned home to spend a peaceful weekend at the summer White House and vote in Missouri's primary election on Tuesday. President's flight aboard his plane, the Independence, finished a busy day of air travel. He landed at Fairfax Airport in Kansas City, Kansas. Earlier in the day, he flew from Washington to New York for the Idlewild dedication. One large North Carolina city took drastic steps yesterday to halt the spread of infantile paralysis as the disease claimed 31 new victims in the state. Asheville announced that effective at 1 a.m. today, a ban will be imposed on all church services, movies, baseball games, other athletic contests, and civic meetings. Asheville authorities said they were forced to take strong, sharp action when 5 new cases of polio appeared in the city within 24 hours. Those some of the day's news stories as reported in the newspapers of Sunday, August 1st, 1948. As I mentioned a moment ago, we'll head to Mutual next for a show that aired at 5 o'clock, and that show was Under Arrest, which is next.
This is Art Linkletter. In event of atomic bombing or some other catastrophe, here's something important to remember. It will help save lives, including your own. Do not use the telephone. Leave the line open for official rescue and relief. This is your part in civil defense. Remember, don't use the phone. Leave the line clear for safety of your own life and the lives of others.
Now, the second of our shows from Sunday, August 1st, 1948. We're going to move to 5 o'clock Eastern Time on Mutual for an episode of Under Arrest starring Joe DeSantis.
Mutual presents Under Arrest.
Into your cells!
Criminals behind bars. Under Arrest. The story of Police Captain Jim Scott's fight against crime.
Hello? Susan Webb speaking.
Miss Webb, this is Janet Sherwood.
Oh, yes, Miss Sherwood.
I feel a little foolish, but I'd like to ask you a favor.
Do what I can.
It's something I don't want to talk to the police about. They've been so kind, and they've really done everything.
Has something new happened? I mean, has there been another ghost?
It's the same one, I think. Oh, I know it sounds as though I'm imagining things, but if you heard the same things I hear, and if you saw the same things I see, well, what I mean is, would you spend the night at my house tonight, Miss Webb?
I think you've got a very good idea there. In fact, I'd love to. Busy, Captain Scott?
Just a little, but come on in. How are you and the Times Herald coming with your haunted house?
Well, so far, I've been able to build it into one of those 3-day wonders. Is that bad?
I wish you luck, but I think the only thing that's haunted is your girlfriend's skull. I don't blame you. Makes a good story. Maybe you can sell it to the movies. What are you featuring on your typewriter today?
Nothing, except the ghost walked again last night. Shall I read it to you?
Sure, shoot.
How do you like my headline? Spook of Sherwood Mansion defies housing shortage.
Nice twist.
Thanks. Invisible intruder beats rent gougers again.
I like your angle.
Janet Sherwood, whose parents, Mr. and Mrs. Douglas E. Sherwood, are vacationing in Europe, reports second visitation from unseen spirit at Old Sherwood Mansion on Madison Avenue. Disorder in library suggests literary leanings in supernatural snooper. But the police find nothing missing.
Mighty decent of you to mention us policemen, Miss Webb. Mighty decent.
You think Janet Sherwood is just a crackpot, don't you?
I think she's a highly imaginative young lady who shouldn't live in that big barn of a house all by herself. She ought to take a room in a hotel till her father and mother get back.
You may be right, but I've got news for you.
What's that?
I'm spending the night with her tonight.
Well, I hope you have fun, but I'm afraid it'll be pretty dull.
You don't believe her story at all.
I think Miss Sherwood reads too many ghost stories. Maybe she even walks in her sleep. I sent a couple of men over there, and they couldn't find anything.
But how about the library? Didn't they see the way the books were all pulled out?
Maybe she pulled them out herself and forgot all about it. All I know is there's no evidence of robbery. Nothing's been beat up or murdered, so what are we supposed to do? Sit up all night and hold Miss Sherwood's hand?
That's what I'm going to do tonight.
You'll do anything for a story, won't you?
It's one way of making a living.
All right. I'll tell the patrolman on the beat to keep an eye on the place.
Well, shall we put the lights out and pretend to go to sleep?
I guess we'd better. Gee, I'm glad you're here, Miss Webb.
Why don't you call me Susan, Janet?
Okay. You know, I just can't believe I imagined all these things.
Well, let's see what happens. I'll switch off the light.
Susan, listen.
I heard it too.
There it is again.
Oh, I think I know what that is. It's just a plain, ordinary alley cat.
I guess you're right. Oh, I wish they'd stop.
So do I. Cats can sound so terribly human. But I'm sure it's just cats. Oh, they're quieting down now, thank goodness. Let's us be quiet, too, and see if our ghost shows up.
You don't believe my story, do you?
Of course I believe your story. I believe there's a sensible explanation.
I don't believe in ghosts either. It's just that I'm sure I heard things. And all those books were pulled down in the library, and the police couldn't find anything.
Well, if we hear anything tonight, maybe we can find out what it's all about. Oh, goodness, I'm sleepy. Be a fine thing if we both dozed off.
I'm sleepy, too.
Well, I'll keep pinching myself.
Susan.
Yes?
Did you hear anything?
I'm not sure. Listen.
There. I'm sure I heard something that time.
What did it sound like?
I don't know. It was like someone moving around down in the library.
I guess the only thing to do is to go down and look.
Should we call the police?
Oh, we haven't much to go on. We might look pretty foolish.
I guess you're right.
Come on. We'll sneak down in the dark, very quietly.
There! What was that?
I don't know. Look. Someone's using a flashlight.
Yes, but they just turned it off. Listen to that! Oh, what shall we do?
Stop, listen. Whoever this is gone. Where's the light switch?
Right here. Susan, look.
Oh, good heavens.
I wonder if he's dead. That's the doorbell.
I'll get it.
Who can it be?
It's probably the policeman on the beat. He heard the shots. Well, what do you make of it, Jim?
Well, what I make of it is I should have taken your haunted house more seriously.
You did all you could do. I don't blame you for thinking Janet Sherwood was a crackpot. I did myself until it was too late.
Well, we found out how the killer and his victim slipped by the patrolman.
How?
The service entrance is pretty dark, and it goes all the way through the next block.
How did they get into the house?
We found a skeleton key on the corpse that opened the basement door. But here's the funny thing. We also found that one of the basement windows had been jimmied, and we definitely know it hadn't been jimmied when we checked up before the murder.
What do you make of that?
Looks like the victim knew his way around and went in alone.
But then the victim was the ghost.
Yeah. The other guy must have followed him and didn't have a key and had to use the window.
Have you any ideas on motive?
No. But it looks like our ghost was sort of spooky at that. Look at this.
What is it?
Report from the medical examiner.
Examination of deceased head reveals evidence of extensive plastic surgery?
Yeah. Had his face lifted.
What about his fingerprints?
Nothing on the records.
Well, that's funny. You'd think if he'd had his face lifted, he'd be hiding from somebody. And if he's hiding, he must have a police record.
Police isn't the only thing you hide from.
Well, what was he after? What was he looking for? There never was anything missing.
Yeah. I think I'll have another talk with Janet Sherwood. You don't want to come along, do you?
What do you think?
Miss Sherwood, are you absolutely certain there's nothing missing?
Well, I can't be absolutely sure. I've checked everything I can think of.
Well, what about the library? That's where it happened. Does your father have a hidden wall safe back of the bookshelves or anything like that?
Father has a wall safe, but it's upstairs.
What about the books? Are any of them especially valuable?
He has some first editions, but I've checked all those.
Are there any books missing? Any kind of books?
It's hard to be sure. There are so many books I wouldn't know whether one of them's missing or not.
Yeah, like missing one neon sign on Broadway.
Wait a minute. There's one book I never thought of. I just this minute remembered it.
What's the book?
You remember it, Susan. I brought it home from the office last night. You were kidding me about it.
Oh, you mean that book about the haunted house?
Yes. I've been too nervous to read it ever since I started hearing these noises. I left it at the office, and then last night I brought it home.
Why did you decide to bring it home?
Well, all the people at the office read the newspaper stories about my haunted house, and when they saw a book about a haunted house on my desk, they accused me of making up the story.
Is it missing?
I don't know. But I'm sure I left it right on top of the desk in the library. Let's look.
Huh?
It's not there.
Well, maybe you put it somewhere else.
No, I'm positive. That's where it was when you saw it. Do you remember?
Oh, yes. Yes, that's right.
What was the name of the book?
It was L'Invité Invisible.
Huh?
It was translated from the French. The Unseen Guest by Émile Bonnard.
Oh, yeah. Is it your own book?
Yes, I just bought it a few days ago.
Before you heard the noises in the house or after?
Just before.
How did you happen to buy a book like that?
Well, I always liked ghost stories, and until this happened.
Where did you buy it?
I saw it in the window of a little second-hand bookshop.
What shop?
In a little place on 15th Street.
Had you ever been in there before?
No. That's why he asked me for my name and address. He said he'd put me on his mailing list.
Was that his idea or yours?
Well, it was his.
You say it was a little place. Do you mean it was really small?
Well, the shop was small, but it was packed with books.
Just one man run it?
Yes. He was a curious little man.
I'd like to meet him. Maybe you'll introduce me to him.
Why, sure. Anytime.
How about right now? Mr. Lerner, do you remember selling a book to this young lady? It was about 3 days ago.
I probably did.
I'd like to do better than that. Can't you answer yes or no?
But so many customers come into my shop.
Look, the book I bought was called The Unseen Guest by Émile Bonnard.
Yes, I do remember selling a copy of that book.
Do you remember selling it to me?
Well, to tell you the truth...
You ought to remember. You asked her for her name and address.
I remember her now, of course.
You wanted her name and address for your mailing list.
That is right.
What do you send out to your mailing list, Mr. Lerner?
Oh, little booklets, announcements of different books we get.
May I see one of these booklets you send out?
Well, you see, they have not come from the printers yet.
What's the name of the printer?
But I have not decided which printer I will use.
In other words, you haven't even ordered the booklets?
Not yet, no.
How about the mailing list? Can I see that?
It is not complete yet.
How about letting me see it as far as it goes?
It is just a few scribbled notes here and there.
I see.
May I ask Mr. Lerner a question?
Sure, Susan, go ahead.
Mr. Lerner, do you happen to have another copy of the book you sold Miss Sherwood?
I'm afraid not. It is quite an old book, and I don't get a copy of it very often.
What's that on that shelf up there?
Where?
There. Looks like the same title.
Well, let me see. Oh, so it is. I did not realize I had another copy.
Hand it down to me, will you, Mr. Lerner?
Yes. I can just about reach.
Just for the fun of it, let me see if you can reach it with your left arm.
My left arm? But I'm not left-handed. Why should I use my left arm?
Let's say I'm kind of curious about a bulge I see under your left arm.
A bulge?
Yes. There. That wouldn't be a gun, would it?
You are very observing, Captain. That is a gun.
I suppose you have a permit.
Oh, yes. There have been several holdups in this neighborhood, and I applied for a gun permit.
Can I see it?
Well, certainly. Right here in this drawer. There, Captain.
Thanks. Okay, Mr. Lerner. I'm glad you have this permit.
Of course. Otherwise, I would not have the gun.
Let me have a look at your gun, Mr. Lerner.
Very well. There. Why are you so interested in my gun?
I just wanted to see what kind of a bullet it shoots. Doesn't shoot the kind I'm interested in.
And may I ask what kind you are interested in?
The kind you shoot ghosts with.
Huh?
You don't happen to have another gun, do you?
Oh, no. Only this one.
Okay. Put it away. Now, let's see that book.
I did not realize I had this copy.
Wait a minute. Where's your wrapping paper?
Wrapping paper?
Here it is, Jim.
Yeah. Here. Put the book on this.
You wish to buy it?
No. I'll just borrow it. I have a friend who'd like to read it. He's an expert. An expert on thumbprints. Well, I seem to have drawn another blank.
How do you mean, Jim?
That book. There was an outside chance I'd find Janet Sherwood's fingerprints on it. That would have meant it was the same one missing from her home. And that wouldn't look so good for our friend Lerner. But we didn't find her prints.
Why do you suppose he didn't want to admit he had another copy?
Maybe he's telling the truth. Maybe he forgot he had it.
Are you sure it isn't the book we're looking for?
How can you be sure? Could have wiped it clean, but... Then why would he put it back on the shelves and then deny he had it? My hunch is it's not the book. But I've also got another hunch.
What's the hunch?
I don't think the book itself is very valuable.
How do you mean?
I mean, there it was sitting right in Lerner's window. Anybody who wanted it could pick it up for the price of a second-hand book. But as soon as Miss Sherwood buys it, the devil breaks loose and we end up with a murder.
Well, I see what you mean, but it doesn't ring any bell with me. I don't see the angle.
The only angle I see is that somebody slipped something into that book. A slip of paper or something. And they must have done it between the time Lerner took it out of the window and the time he wrapped it up and handed it to her.
Now I'm beginning to catch up. But who else was in the store?
Janet Sherwood says nobody.
Ah, that makes Mr. Lerner look slightly behind the 8-ball.
Yeah. Doesn't get us anywhere because it's only a theory. You could probably work out 6 other theories just as good. But for now, I'll stick to this one.
And suppose you're right, Jim.
In that case, Mr. Lerner slipped something into the book because he wanted to get rid of it temporarily. And he took down Janet's name and address so he could get it back again. But somebody else wanted it too. And when they met in the library, Lerner bumped him off.
But you examined Lerner's gun.
He could have had another one.
How did the other man know Janet had the book?
He didn't have to know she had it. All he had to do was to keep following Lerner, and Lerner led him right to the Sherwood Library.
Then why was it the murdered man had the skeleton key?
Lerner could have planted it on him just to get rid of it.
How about fingerprints?
It was wiped clean. That's why I think it was planted. Otherwise, it would have had the victim's prints on it.
Well, it makes a picture, but as you say, it's all theory. Nothing to get your teeth into.
Yeah. But the beauty of it is, if it's right, it'll pay off and pay off fast. If it's wrong, I'm just a dumb cop.
But if it pays off, why do you think it'll pay off fast?
Because you're going to help me.
Me? How?
You're going to write a big exclusive feature story for your newspaper.
Tell me more.
You're going to scoop the whole field on that little talk we had with Mr. Lerner. Only you're not going to mention his name or address. All you're going to say is a certain little man who runs a certain little bookshop, sold a certain book, and a certain character whose face was loaded with plastic surgery got bumped off. And here, put these two. Look at these.
What are they?
Pictures of the victim before he had his face lifted.
Where'd you get them?
We had an artist working with our medical examiner, reconstructing the face to show what it might have looked like before it was changed.
That's a smart idea.
Okay, go to it. And by the way,
What?
be sure you put your name at the top of this story.
Oh, I always do, don't I?
Yeah, but you might forget. I wouldn't want that to happen on this one. This will probably be the most important byline you'll ever write.
What makes you think so?
I have an idea somebody's going to ask you for the name and address of the little bookshop. And if they do, you give it to them. But don't let them get out of your sight.
Yes?
You are Miss Susan Webb.
Yes, I'm Miss Webb.
I must apologize for calling at your apartment in the evening, but I did not think it wise to interrupt you at your office.
What's it about?
Actually, it's a personal matter. I would like to ask a favor. May I come in for just a moment?
Yes. Come in.
Thank you so much. You are Miss Susan Webb of the Times Herald, are you not?
Yes, that's where I work.
Oh, this is a lovely apartment.
Yes, it's very nice.
So high up, too.
It's cool in the summer.
Quite a view from the windows.
On a clear day, it's a wonderful view.
It's a long way down to the street. Does it ever make you nervous to look down to the street?
Oh, no. I'm used to it.
Good for you. Well, this favor I would like to
How did
ask.
you know where I live?
Oh, very simple. I had only to refer to the telephone book.
Oh, I see.
Fortunately, you live alone. Otherwise, your telephone might have been in your husband's name. You do live alone, don't you?
Oh, yes. All alone.
Well, I read your piece in the newspaper about the little bookshop. It was very interesting.
Thank you.
You see, I'm very interested in bookshops. I know quite a few of them because I'm always collecting books, and I never know where I will find something I'm looking for.
Sort of a hobby?
Yes. I thought perhaps if you would give me the name and address of this shop you mentioned, I might find it an excellent place to look around.
I'll be glad to give it to you. It's run by Mr. Maxime Lerner at 103 East 15th Street.
Ah, I'll write that down. Mr. Maxime Lerner.
Yes, 103 East 15th Street.
103 East 15th Street.
That's right.
Thank you very much. You don't happen to know Mr. Lerner's home address?
Yes, he lives over the shop. The shop is part of his house.
Splendid. I'm leaving town in the morning, and I might telephone him tonight about some books I'm trying to locate.
I have his telephone number.
That would be very kind.
Would you like to phone him now? You can use my phone.
Oh, I wouldn't think of troubling you. I'll just take down the number.
It's Chestnut 4607.
Chestnut 4607.
Yes.
You've been most helpful, Miss Webb.
Not at all, Mr.
Franklin, Paul Franklin.
I'm very glad I could help you, Mr. Franklin.
I'm most grateful.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Miss Webb.
Who is there? Who is there? Oh,
I'll take your gun. You won't need it. Now, go in and we'll close the door.
What is this?
You will go into a back room, and then you will switch off the lights in the store. And don't try to be clever. Now, Mr. Lerner, I would like to have the formula.
What formula?
The new atom formula, which you are hoping to sell for a great deal of money.
I do not know what you are talking about.
Come now, Mr. Lerner. Seems that you and I are in the same business.
I still do not know what you mean.
Just to show you I know what I'm talking about, I'll tell you about my business. Then I'll tell you about yours. My business is very simple. I am a thief. I steal all kinds of secrets. Secrets about new materials of war. Secrets about new defenses and new weapons. Then, when I have stolen these secrets, I sell them to whoever will pay me the most money. Does that sound anything like the business you are in, Mr. Lerner?
I am in the business of selling books.
I will refresh your recollection. A short time ago, there was a new and secret atom formula developed, and my partner and I tried to steal it, but someone got there ahead of us. Then my partner picked up the trail of this person who got there ahead of us, and I believe he would have succeeded in getting the formula, only this person murdered him in the library of someone named Sherwood.
Does that sound familiar to you?
Why don't you tell that to the police? They would like to know who the murdered man was.
He was a famous international spy, but he became too famous. That's why he had his face lifted.
What does all this have to do with me?
He was my partner, but I didn't know what happened to him. Now I know.
Now you know what?
Thanks to the article I read in the paper, I know that you killed him. Huh? Because I think you are in the same business that I am.
It is not true.
You probably saw him watching you from outside your shop, and just then a young lady came in, so you slipped the formula inside the book you sold her and took her name and address. Then my partner followed you, and when you recovered the formula, he tried to get it, and you killed him.
Ah, that is a lot of nonsense.
In that case, let's talk sense. I think you are in the business of stealing and selling secrets the same as I am. All right. Suppose we say you stole the atom secret, and suppose we say I will buy it from you.
You will buy it? I thought you said you tried to steal it.
That is correct, but since I couldn't steal it, I will have to buy it. It's a very good proposition for you, Mr. Lerner. The police are already suspicious of you. It would be very difficult for you to make contacts. But here I am, with plenty of money, ready to do business. And there's another point.
What is that?
If you decide you don't want to do business with me, I may decide to kill you.
Kill me? Why?
Because I've been too frank with you. Because now you know who I am, and I don't like that.
I see. How much will you pay?
$100,000.
In cash?
In cold American dollars. And I think since you haven't much choice, I'm being very fair.
Show me the money.
Show me the formula.
It is here, in this book.
Your favorite hiding place. Let me see it.
It is the real thing.
Yes. This is it.
Now the money.
I hate to part with money, Mr. Lerner.
You hate to part with money?
Yes, money is so valuable, and bullets are so cheap.
Bullets?
Yes, bullets. You seem to be waiting for someone, Miss Webb.
What if I am?
I think you followed me in your car. In that case, we will use your car instead of mine, and you can be the chauffeur. Step on it. This gun has several more bullets in it. I knew you would follow me, Miss Webb.
Did you?
That's why I came directly to the little shop. And since you were so afraid you might lose my trail, you didn't stop to telephone Captain Scott.
Oh, no? Just so happens I phoned him while you were in the bookshop.
I think that is a lie. You were afraid to look for a public telephone for fear I might come out of the shop and get away.
What makes you so sure?
Common sense. Keep straight over 15th Street and then down the drive to the tunnel.
Where are we headed for?
For the airport. Drive carefully, Miss Webb. We are almost there, Miss Webb, and you were about to have an accident.
An accident?
Open the door on your side. You're about to fall out at 70 miles an hour.
Get your hands off that wheel, or I'll drive us both to the nearest telephone
I think I'm a little stronger than you are. You get your hands off.
I won't.
See to that or get a bullet.
I'll take the bullet. Let go of me.
Miss Webb, there's something ahead.
A roadblock.
Turn the car around.
70 miles an hour?
Slow it up and turn round. Wait. Don't turn. There's someone behind us. Try to go through the roadblock.
Oh, yeah?
Well, the boys will get him. He's out like a light. Must have conked himself on the windshield.
Oh, I thought we'd both go through it when I slammed on those brakes.
You all right?
Yeah. I had a chance to get set for it. Where did that roadblock come from?
When I saw you head for the tunnel, I figured on the airport, so I got the guard at the toll station to phone ahead.
How did you pick up my trail? I never got a chance to phone you. You told me not to take my eyes off you.
That's right.
Captain Scott?
Yes, officer?
We just called the detail we left at the bookshop. Lerner was still alive, gave the whole story before he died. Told them this character we just picked up has a stolen atom formula. Here it is.
Atom formula? So my hunch was right. Wow.
Wow and double wow. But you haven't answered my question.
What's that?
How did you pick up my trail? I couldn't take my eyes off him long enough to phone you.
So what? All I had to do was just not take my eyes off you.
Under arrest.
prisoners present and accounted for.
You have just heard Under Arrest, presented by Mutual, a new series featuring Joe DeSantis as Police Captain Jim Scott. Under Arrest is directed by Martin Martner and written by Thornton Leonard. Original music is composed and played by Milton Kay. Susan Webb was played by Margaret Draper, Janet by Patricia Courtley, Lerner by Guy Repp, Paul by Alan Hewitt. All names of persons used in Under Arrest are fictitious. Any resemblance to names of actual persons, living or dead, is coincidental. And now, may I have a moment to tip you off to radio's most entertaining prize-giving program, in which the prizes are large sums of good old United States currency. I'm referring to Three for the Money, which is presented by Mutual over many of these stations every Saturday night. Here you have the music by Mark Warner, Mary Small, Russ Emery, a swell dancing party 1 hour long. And while you enjoy this grand entertainment, comes your chance to play a simple telephone game. The Three for the Money game everyone's talking about. It's easy to play, it's easy to win. And the cash prizes can run as high as $50,000. For your chance to win big money, our advice is stay by your telephone Saturday night and stay tuned to a Mutual station for good luck, for good listening, for Three for the Money. Ralph Paul speaking. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.
Stay with us for What Makes You Tick, which follows in a moment.
Through most of his career, Joe DeSantis was only a secondary player, but he did star in this series, Under Arrest, but he did lots of other series over the years, radio and television and stage plays, and he was the active member of the Maskers Club in Los Angeles. The interesting story is that if you find Frank Zappa's first album, Freak Out, you will find a list there which says these people have contributed materially in many ways to make our music what it is. Please do not hold it against them. And Joe DeSantis' name is in there, along with many others. Well, Carl Franzoni, a vocalist for whom the first song on that album, Hungry Freak's Daddy, was written, Franzoni and Zappa were acquainted with Vito Paracalis, a sculptor and dancer on the L.A. Freak Scheme guru in the early 60s. Apparently, certain movie stars, DeSantis included, would come to Vito's studio to sculpt. Something about Joe DeSantis stuck in Zappa's mind. So, Joe was remembered by some. Not all. We'll wrap up our look at this Sunday with another Mutual show, Nick Carter, Master Detective, 6:30 Eastern Time, next.
Learn and live through civil defense. This is Mitzi Gaynor. During wartime, quick, accurate information is vital to the public. Conelrad, radio broadcasts at 6:40 or 12:40, will be your only official means of information. In an attack, tune to 6:40 or 12:40 on your radio.
We'll wrap up our look at Sunday, August 1st, 1948, 77 years ago, with an episode of Nick Carter, Master Detective, starring Lon Clark, from 77 years ago, and the case of the Midway Murders.
New post-war Old Dutch cleanser, famous for chasing dirt, presents Nick Carter, famous for chasing crime. Every week at this time, two great names are joined as new post-war Old Dutch cleanser brings you one of the most resourceful and daring characters in all detective fiction, Nick Carter, Master Detective.
Okay, Patsy, but let go of my neck.
This is wonderful.
You're choking me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Nick.
Yeah, that's better.
Look behind us. You can see all the way down to... Nick.
What?
That's George. All alone in that car behind us.
Great Scott, and he's hanging half out of the car. What's the matter with that guy?
Nick, he's leaning way out.
Look out, Patsy.
Where are are you going?
I've got to get back there before we go around the next turn.
It's too late, Nick. You'll be killed. He's gone, Nick. Thrown right out of the car.
Now, the case of the Midway Murders. Today's adventure starring Lon Clark as Nick Carter. Brought to you by new post-war Old Dutch cleanser. It's a warm summer evening at the Idle Hour amusement park, and business is even better than usual.
Straight over here to ride the whirlwind. The biggest, the fastest, the wildest roller coaster in the park. Excitement, chills, and mile-a-minute thrills. A scenic railway you'll never forget. Here they come again. Only 20 pence for the ride of your life.
That's the Beauty and the Beast. That's what we call the show, folks, the Beauty and the Beast. And it's starting right away. You'll see this lovely, delicate little lady, alone and single-handed, subdue the ferocious man-killing gorilla from the jungles of far-off Borneo. It's starting right away, so get your tickets now. Bongo, the most ferocious gorilla in captivity, and Lily Latour, the little lady who, alone and single-handed...
Nick Carter speaking.
Nick, this is George Haley.
Hey, where in the world are you, George? I thought you were coming down to my place for dinner.
I'm in a phone booth at the Idle Hour amusement park, and I've got to talk fast. Nick, can you get out here right away?
Why, yes, but what's up?
I'm no detective, Nick. I've got to have help. I've been following this guy ever since I recognized him on the bus on the way to your house. But I have to...
Hey, wait a minute, George. Who are you following?
Joe Lester. At least that was his name when he was in Bayside Penitentiary 12 years ago. I think he's working here at the park now. He's not a customer, that's for sure.
Hold on, George. You're going too fast. What's this all about?
I want you to find out if he's the man I think he is and what he's doing now. It's terribly important to me, Nick.
Okay, I'll get there as fast as I can. How'll I find you at the park?
Wait for me by the whirlwind.
The what?
The roller coaster. I may be late, Nick, but I'll be there. I'll be there for sure.
All night.
Well, this is our last ride, Patsy. 5 times is enough. After this one, we'll wait for George out front.
Oh, Nick, it's so nice and dark in this tunnel.
No, it's too dark for my money. I like to see things.
The tunnel only lasts a minute. See? We're out of it already.
Well, here we go up the first incline. Certainly glad we're not going to have those teenagers yelling in our ears again this trip.
Yes. I guess we have the car to ourselves this time.
I wish George would hurry up and get here.
You know, I wonder who this Joe Lester is that he's following, Nick.
Well, George mentioned Bayside Penitentiary. He used to be a guard there, you know.
Yeah, I know. Didn't he get into some kind of trouble?
Yeah, he was accused of helping some of the convicts escape.
George Haley? Oh, why, that's ridiculous.
I know it is, but the evidence was against him, and all the escaping convicts were killed, so they couldn't testify in his favor.
Oh, watch out, Nick. Here's the big dip.
Hey, Patsy, let go of my neck. You're choking me.
Oh, I love it. And look behind us. You can see all the way down to... Nick.
What is it?
There's George in the car behind us.
What? Oh, you're right, Patsy. He's half out of the car.
He must have fainted. Nick, where are you going?
I've got to get back to him before we go around that sharp turn.
It's too late, Nick. You'll be killed. Oh, he's gone, Nick. Thrown right out of the car. He landed right in front of me. He was out on the valley platform.
Yeah, I saw it, too. It's a wonder he didn't hit somebody and kill him. That thing is 100-foot high.
Keep back, everybody, please.
Let me through here.
Is there anything we can do, Nick?
No, Patsy. He must have been killed instantly. Looks like every bone in his body broken.
Golly.
What happened here? Woody, what's the matter? Better ask Slim. The whirlwind is his concession.
The guy fell out of the car, Mr. Broughton, going around a high turn.
Good grief.
You the manager of this park?
I'm the owner, John Broughton. Are you the police?
I'm a private investigator. My name's Nick Carter. The dead man was a friend of mine.
Nothing like this has ever happened before, Mr. Carter. Your friend must have been standing up in the car.
No, he wasn't standing up. Can I talk to you and can I talk to the concession manager in your office?
Why, Certainly, of course.
And you two, didn't you say you saw what happened?
Yeah, I run the Beauty and Beast show right next to the Whirlwind. Lil, Miss Latour here. We was out on the valley platform.
Then you two come along to the office, please.
All right.
The park police can take care of things here until someone arrives from homicide.
Homicide?
Yes, Mr. Browden. I've called Sergeant Matheson. This was no accident. It was murder. Folks, this is Sergeant Matheson of Homicide. Mr. Browden, the owner of the park, Matty.
Mr. Browden.
How do you do, Sergeant?
Slim Watson, who operates the roller coaster.
Hi.
Miss Lillian Latour, an animal trainer in the show next door.
Miss Latour.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
And Woody Reeves, who operates the show in which Miss Latour appears.
Howdy.
Hello, Reeves.
First of all, Matty, I'll tell you what I know. Patsy and I were in the same string of cars as the dead man when he was thrown off the roller coaster.
Yeah?
He's George Haley, a friend of my father's.
Were you together when it happened, Nick?
No, we were trying to find George. He was following a man who came out to the park on a bus about 8 o'clock. Someone George had known when he was a guard at Bayside State Penitentiary.
How do you know that?
Well, George phoned to ask Nick for help in finding out about the man. All George knew was that he was probably a park employee.
You see, Patsy and I were supposed to meet him in front of the roller coaster, so we killed time by taking a few rides.
Uh-huh. And then I looked back and saw George in the car behind us.
The man must have been standing up, Sergeant.
I tell you, we saw him, Mr. Browden, and he wasn't standing up.
Okay, Nick, but what makes you think it was murder?
Well, Matty, the body was badly smashed up.
And?
But not the back of the head. And I found blood there.
Well, naturally, after such a fall as that...
It was dried blood, Mr. Browden, from a blow that had been struck some time before he fell out of the roller coaster.
Now, wait a minute, Nick. The guy might have had some accident you didn't know about.
No, Matty, that was the blow that killed him. Otherwise, it would have raised a lump the size of a hen's egg. And there was no swelling at all.
What are you talking about?
A medical fact, Mr. Browden. Swelling does not take place after death.
Right. And he must have been riding around in that thing dead ever since he was slugged.
Oh, no, he wasn't, Sarge. I collect tickets before every ride. And I'm sure I certainly wouldn't miss seeing a dead guy.
Then how in Sam Hill did he get in there?
I have an idea, Sergeant.
Yeah?
At the beginning of the ride, there's a dark tunnel. If the murderer had been hiding in there with the body...
Now, that's impossible.
Huh?
Oh, there's only 3 inches clearance on each side of that tunnel. One man couldn't possibly hide there, let alone 2 of them.
Yeah. Well, then somebody must have dumped him in there from someplace else along the route.
With every inch of that track lit up bright as day, he'd sure need plenty of knife.
Besides, Matty, from the time the car leaves the top of the first incline, it's going at breakneck speed.
Well, let's forget about how he got in the car for a minute and try to find the guy he was after.
I'll bet he caught this Joe Lester.
Joe Lester?
You recognize the name, huh, Mr. Browden?
Why, no. No, there's never been any park employee named Joe Lester. I'll swear to that.
Joe Lester. I've heard that name before
Now,
someplace.
look, Sarge, can you get through with Lil and me as quick as possible? That gorilla of mine has been over there for almost an hour without any water in his cage, and he just... You better stay here, Woody. Somebody else can take care of Bongo.
Mr. Browden, you know there ain't nobody but Woody and me can get near him. Anybody else try to walk into that cage
Joe
and Bongo
Lester,
tear him
Joe
apart.
Lester. Huh? Look, Nick, how about it? You need these folks any longer?
I just want to ask them one question. We found a ticket stub from your show in Haley's pocket, Woody. So he must have followed Lester in there. Did you happen to notice anybody come in just before Haley?
I didn't even notice him.
Miss Latour?
No, I didn't see the guy either.
Joe Lester. By golly, I've got it.
You know him, Matty?
I don't know him, but I remember who he is. And if you think Joe Lester murdered Haley, you're out of luck, Nick.
What do you mean?
Joe Lester's been dead for 12 years.
Dead?
Sure, drowned while he was trying to break out of Bayside Penitentiary. His body was swept out to sea.
Bongo, move back away from that cage door, you big ape. Can't you see I'm bringing you some water?
Woody, let him wait a minute. I gotta talk to you. Shut up, Bongo.
What's the matter, Lil?
You killed him, didn't you, Woody?
Me? You're nuts.
Don't lie to me, Woody. You know I'm too crazy about you to ever tell, but I gotta know the truth.
Whatever put a crazy idea like that in your head?
Because you're the guy he's after. You're Joe Lester.
Baby, you're way off base. Joe Lester was drowned.
They never found the body. And Joe Lester was in Bayside Pen 12 years ago. And you done a stretch at Bayside 12 years ago. You told me so.
Well, what of it? So did a couple of thousand other guys.
Oh, Woody, don't lie to me. I said I hadn't seen the guy before, but I did. I seen him talking to you during my act.
Ah, baby, you need glasses. That was Browden I was talking to.
I tell you, I seen it. It was right after Browden left you and come back here. And your face when you saw that guy. It was like you was looking at a ghost.
Ah, you're dreaming thing.
No, I'm not. You're the guy he was after and you killed him. You're Joe Lester.
Now, look. Didn't you hear him say that Haley followed Lester out here on a bus about 8 o'clock?
What? Why, yeah, Woody, that's right.
And I began right here doing a show every 20 minutes since noon, ain't I? Just like you have.
Oh, that's right. It ain't you after all. Oh, honey, I was so scared. I...
Shut up, Bongo. Hiya, Mr. Browden. Woody, could I use your car for an hour or so? Oh, sure, Mr. Browden. Here's the keys.
I drove into the city for dinner, and something went wrong with my gas line. Had to come back on the bus.
You come out on the bus tonight, Mr. Browden?
Yeah.
Lil, you better get ready for the show.
About 8 o'clock, wasn't it, Mr. Browden?
Lil, what if it was?
And you was talking to Woody just before.
Before what? What are you getting at, Lil?
Nothing. Excuse me.
Hey, she's kind of upset, Browden. You know, seeing a guy fall and everything.
Are you sure that's all it was?
Well, what else? Keep your shirt on, Bongo. I'm coming.
Yeah, go ahead and take care of the gorilla, Woody. I think I have something to take care of, too.
Nick, do you really think it was Joe Lester that Haley was following?
Well, Matty, you say yourself there was no real proof that Lester died in that prison break. The body was never recovered.
Well, you know, Sergeant, Haley was accused of helping that engineer escape. And he must have thought that by finding Lester, he could prove his innocence.
Yeah, but Lester saw Haley first and killed him to keep from being turned in. Yeah, it figures.
Yeah, but how in the world did Haley's body ever get into that roller coaster?
Maybe we'll find out when we catch the killer.
Well, I wired Bayside Pen for Joe Lester's description and fingerprint classifications.
Good. I should be here in a couple of hours.
Yeah, and once we get our hands on Lester...
Mr. Carter!
Nick, it's that girl from the sideshow, the gorilla trainer.
She looks excited. I wonder what's up.
I don't know.
Carter. Mr. Carter.
Yes? What is it?
I know who he is.
Joe Lester?
Yeah. A few minutes ago, he...
Hey, Nick, catch her. She's fainted.
I've got her. Give me a hand, buddy, will you? Wait, easy. Great Scott.
What's the matter?
Look at my hand.
Hey, that's blood.
You're right. She's just been shot. And she's dead.
As Nick gently lowers the body of Lillian Latour to the ground, a curious, excited crowd begins to gather around the murdered girl. We'll see what happens in just a moment. Now, back to The Case of the Midway Murders. Today's adventure with Nick Carter, brought to you by new post-war Old Dutch cleanser. In the office of John Browden, the park manager, Nick and Matty have been investigating the death of Lillian Latour.
Confound it, Matty. Thanks to the noise of the rides in the shooting gallery nearby, we haven't found anyone who even heard the shot.
I still can't believe it really happened. Lil and me, we was going to be married.
All right, take it easy, Woody. We'll get this Joe Lester, don't worry. And when we do...
Why do you always come back to Joe Lester? You said yourself the man was dead.
No, Mr. Browden. Sergeant Matheson said he was reported dead. But I have a hunch we'll find him very much alive.
You said it, Nick. Miss Latour knew who he was. That's why he killed her.
But she couldn't have known. She'd have said something to me if she did. Why, me and Mr. Browden was talking to her not 5 minutes before it happened.
Well, that's very interesting. Because Miss Latour's last words were that she had just learned who Joe Lester was.
Well, then she must have found it out after she left us. Because there was no mention of him while we were talking, was there, Woody? Was there, Woody?
Oh, no, Mr. Browden. She never even mentioned his name. Browden, I want to talk to you.
I'm busy now, Woody.
Now, that's what I want to talk to you about. You ain't going to be so busy from now on.
What do you mean?
From now on, I'll be doing half the work.
Because you're going to give me a half interest in this whole park.
Now, look, Woody. You've been bleeding me for 3 years. But this is too much.
I'm letting you off easy, pal. What do you think the cops would say if I told them that George Haley come up to me just after you left this afternoon and asked me if you wasn't Joe Lester?
That's a lie.
It's the truth. Lil got wise, so you had to kill her, too.
I didn't. It's a lie.
I put on a nice act for the cops, didn't I? The poor, broken-hearted boyfriend. That's me. And now you're going to pay for that act with half of this park.
I won't do it. You've bled me for the last time.
Hey, give me that drawer. Let go of that gun.
Let go or I'll break your arm.
I thought you might pull something like that. I'll just turn this over to the cops, too.
Now, Woody, listen.
Not interested. All I want to know is, do I get half of the park? Or do I tell the cops that you're Joe Lester?
Okay. You win, Woody. I'll have the papers drawn up tomorrow morning.
Hey, Carter. You got the whole roller coaster to yourself.
Thanks, Slim. Now, I want you to run this car as slowly as possible through the tunnel. And when I yell, stop it.
Okay. Okay, but I still don't get the idea. There ain't room for anybody to hide in that tunnel.
That's the same I want to see for myself. So let's get started, huh?
Okay, here you go.
Nick, what's the idea? You think Slim's lying?
I don't know, Patsy. But since Haley's body couldn't have been put in the roller coaster from outside, I can't see where else it could have been done but in the tunnel.
Well, here it is.
Now, slower, Slim.
Right.
You have the flashlight, Patsy?
Here. But I'll bet while we're fooling around here, Sergeant Matheson has already caught Joe Lester.
Could be. The description and fingerprint classifications got here from the Bayside pen. And Matty said he was going to round up every park employee to see whether any of them resembled the description in any way.
Then why in the
world? Hold it, Slim.
Okay.
See, Nick? It's just as Slim said. This tunnel is much too narrow for anyone to hide in. Especially if he were carrying a dead body.
Patsy. The walls of this tunnel are boards.
Well?
Look at the two boards right beside us, where I'm holding the flashlight.
But, why, they look as if they'd been taken out and put back again.
And they're going to be taken out a second time. Give me the crowbar.
Yeah. Here. Oh, for heaven's sake. Oh, what's that?
Sounds like the gorilla.
Oh.
Woody's concession is next door to the coaster, you know.
Yeah.
There.
Well, you didn't accomplish much by taking those boards off. Look what's on the other side. Iron bars.
Yeah. That does sort of upset my theory.
What? Nick, we must be right up against the gorilla's cage.
Let me put these boards down.
Nick, it is the gorilla. There he is on the other side of the cage.
Don't worry, Patsy. He's chained, see?
Oh.
Must be an exercise cage. Too big for anything else.
Well, Haley's body couldn't have come through there. The bars are too close together.
Mm-hmm. Unless... look, Patsy. This bar's loose.
Oh, Nick, don't take that bar out. The gorilla.
He's chained 20 feet away from us. Patsy?
Hey,
Bar's off. I'm going in the cage, Patsy. Maybe you better stay out here.
That's exactly what I think. But I'm going with you just the same.
All right, come on, then.
Hey, cut it out.
Hello, Woody. Just the person I wanted to see.
Hey, how did you two get in there?
Come inside the cage and I'll show you.
Get away from that door, Bongo. Get away.
I wish he wouldn't do that.
Move away from that door, I told you. That's better. Now, stay there. Now, what's the idea, Carter?
I found out how you got George Haley's body into that roller coaster car.
How what? No, you're wrong, Carter. I didn't kill him.
Oh, yes, you did, Woody. When he came into your show, you lured him backstage and killed him with a blow on the head. Then when the roller coaster went through the dark tunnel, you turned out the lights in here and dumped the body into one of the cars through the same opening we just came through.
Well, maybe that's the way it happened, but it wasn't me that done it. It was Browden. He's Joe Lester.
Browden?
How do you know?
Him and me was at Bayside Pen at the same time. Browden got away in that break, and everybody thought he'd been killed. He came here, got his hands on some money, and started this park.
Go on.
Well, Haley spotted him today. He asked me about him, and Browden brought him back here to talk it over. That must have been when he done it.
How about Miss Latour?
Lil seen Haley come in. She thought it was me he was after. And when I proved that I couldn't have been Lester, she knew Browden was. And when he learned that she knew, he had to kill her, too. Ah, Bongo, shut up.
Woody, if you're lying, it won't do you any good. Joe Lester's description and fingerprints were sent here from Bayside Penitentiary.
Okay, so let him take me and Browden down to headquarters. Them fingerprints will prove he's the guy.
One thing more, Woody. Why haven't you said this before? Even after you thought Browden killed your girlfriend, you kept quiet.
I didn't know that he'd done it, did I? And besides, keeping quiet has paid off pretty good for me.
You mean you've been blackmailing Browden?
Yeah, I've been shaking him down for plenty. But I sure ain't going to go to the chair for him.
No, you're not. You're going to the chair for your own crimes, not his.
Huh?
You've just supplied the one thing that was lacking, Woody. A motive. You killed Haley and Miss Latour because if either of them had exposed Browden, it would have put an end to your little blackmail racket.
Ah, that's crazy. You can't prove nothing like that.
I think I can. Miss Latour said that no one could go near Bongo but you and her.
Well, what's that got to do with it?
The killer had to bring Haley's body through this cage.
But Bongo was chained up.
Where he could reach the door and anybody who came through it. You had to drive him away yourself a minute ago to get in here. It's a cinch that Miss Latour didn't kill Haley and then murder herself. So that leaves only you.
Okay, smart guy. So you think Bongo would have torn anybody apart that came here near except me and Lil, huh? Well, I'm going to show you that you're right.
Sticky's unfastening the gorilla.
Get behind me, Betsy.
Get him, Bongo. Get him.
Even as Nick frantically pulls the trigger, he knows that revolver bullets can never stop the 500-pound gorilla charging furiously toward him and Patsy. We'll see what happens in just a moment. Now for the conclusion of The Case of the Midway Murders. Today's adventure with Nick Carter, brought to you by new post-war Old Dutch Cleanser. In the gorilla's cage at the Idle Hour amusement park, Nick and Patsy realize that revolver bullets may slow up the attacking monster, but never stop him.
Get through that hole in the cage, but the bar's missing. Hurry! Better give thanks. The gorilla's too big to squeeze through that hole.
Nick, Woody's getting out of the cage door.
Stay where you are, Woody. I still have a couple of bullets left. You take another step, I'm going to shoot.
I'll get the park police.
Right. And tell him we've got Mr. Woody Reeves where he'll be for some time to come. Behind bars.
Sergeant.
Yeah?
I'm really glad it's over. Ever since I escaped from the penitentiary, I've been living in fear, paying blackmail.
Yeah, it must have been pretty rugged, Browden. Or maybe I'd better call you Lester, huh?
After I finish my sentence, I can really be free.
You've been a pretty good citizen these past 12 years, Browden. I think the pardon board may take that into consideration.
Especially since it was your first offense.
Or whether they do or not, I'm glad I can clear George Haley of having had anything to do with the break. Believe me, he didn't know a thing about it.
I never thought he did.
But, Mr. Carter, why did you believe I was innocent of killing George after you found out that I was Joe Lester?
Why, when I first mentioned that George was on Lester's trail, surprise and shock was written all over your face.
But that's what I mean. I must have looked guilty.
You did. And I figured you either were Lester or knew something about him. But if you'd killed Haley for that reason, you wouldn't have been surprised.
Yeah. You know, there's also one thing that's bothering me, Nick.
What, Patsy?
How could Woody have been so sure Haley's body would be thrown out of the roller coaster so that his death would look like an accident?
Woody didn't plan it that way.
Huh?
His only idea was to get rid of the body.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Browden, you'll be glad to hear that the vet says your gorilla isn't seriously wounded.
That's good.
Now, I only fired at his legs, hoping to stop him. I didn't want to kill him.
Yeah, but there won't be any more Beauty and the Beast show without Miss Latour to appear in the cage with him.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe Patsy'd like the job.
What?
Well, you've already made one appearance in his cage.
I've made 2 appearances, Nick. My first and my last. Believe me.
Nick Carter, Master Detective, is presented each week at this same time by the Cudahy Packing Company. It is produced by Jock McGregor and is copyrighted by Street and Smith Publications, Incorporated. Charlotte Manson is featured as Patsy, Ed Latimer plays Matty. Today's script was written by Jim Parsons and directed by Charles Schenck. Original music is played by Henry Silverne. This program is fictional, and any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, is purely coincidental. This is Michael Fitzmaurice saying, when minutes count, use new post-war Old Dutch cleanser. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.
77 years ago, August 1st, 1948, Nick Carter, Master Detective, here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. The rest of the night on Mutual, as we said, Nick Carter at 6:30, Mystery Playhouse at 7, Gabriel Heater and the news at 7:30, the Meditation Board at 8, Jimmy Fiedler, another gossip columnist, with news and sports at 8:30, and then Secret Mission at 9, 9:30, It's a Living, and the Haunting Hour at 10 o'clock. There you go. That's some of what was on the air on this date 77 years ago today. Coming up later on in this week, tomorrow, we will have on this daytime, at this spot on the dial, another episode of Nick Carter, Master Detective. This one goes back to 1943, Murder in the Crypt. Brian Donlevy, Dangerous Assignment, The Vienna Mystery, an episode of Confession from 1953, Mr. District Attorney from 1944, and The Curious Undertaker. And we'll wrap it all up with an episode of Dear Adolf, the final episode of the series, Letter from a Foreign-Born American. On Sunday, the lineup, The Hit and Run Driver from 1950, also from that same date, Somebody Knows, and the Paula Kohler Eubanks murder. CBS Radio Workshop production of The Subways Are for Sleeping, and Inner Sanctum Mysteries from 1941, The Telltale Heart. More right here at classicradio.stream. Visit us anytime to support the podcast. Up next, Broadway Is My Beat.
Civil defense is common sense. This is Boris Karloff. No one can guarantee the survival of every home during a nuclear war, but a strong civil defense can save millions of lives. Make sure that yours is one of them. Learn how to protect your home. Call Civil Defense today.
Now we go back 71 years to August 1st, 1954. Larry Thor, Broadway Is My Beat, and the Floyd Decker Murder Case.
Healthful, refreshing, delicious. Double Mint Chewing Gum presents for your listening pleasure Broadway's My Beat. Broadway's My Beat, from Times Square to Columbus Circle, the gaudiest, the most violent, the lonesomest mile in the world. Broadway's My Beat, the thrilling drama of murder and mystery and the people who walked the Great White Way, with Larry Thor as Detective Danny Clover. Chew delicious Double Mint gum, often every day, and see how much more you enjoy things. The refreshing Double Mint flavor makes your mouth and throat feel cool and comfortable. The smooth, easy chewing gives you a bright little lift. So at work or pleasure, indoors or out, enjoy chewing delicious Double Mint gum. Beginning of August, the month of the steam heat, and Broadway staggers up to a corner, leans against a lamppost, bewildered. Where are the summer dreams as concerns Far Rockaway and the seashore and the girlies in the two-piece suits? Where the sun and the you-kissed golden girl who filled the ticklish part of your brain? They're on the poster offering you a glass of beer. So have a drink, brother, and hit the sidewalks again. And walk again. September and another dream aren't far away. And at police headquarters, the municipally conditioned air and the man in the suit for the occasion.
Silk seersucker, boys, the latest weave. You like it, Muggavan?
Dandy. And what do you call the color?
Oh, this eggshell. Eggshell. Hey, it's a nice blend, huh, with the pale pink shirt, huh? Think so, Danny?
I'm sorry you mentioned it. I was going to point it out.
All right, so you're going to hold me or are you not going to hold me? Because if the former, I would like to give you instructions as to the care of these garments. Because
What are you talking about, Mike?
Huh?
The lieutenant asked what you're talking about.
Look, don't speak to me like I'm an idiot. I asked you a simple question.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
Throw him out, Muggerman.
Wait till I wash my hands. I don't want to get the garment.
Okay, all right, okay, I'm going. I drop in here friendly in 2 minutes flat, you hate me.
Mike?
What?
Come back here, Mike. What's this all about? Why'd you come down here and ask whether we wanted to hold you?
Because if you don't, I got to go to Atlantic City. You see, we carbonated beverage people. We are having a convention.
Nobody's
down there.
questioned whether you're legitimate or not, Mike.
Well, thank you, thanks. Well, it's just this way, Danny. You see, Floyd Decker murdered. I figured that you
who
want to
murdered?
question... Floyd Decker. And me and him lumped together under the title gangster in the old days.
When was he murdered?
Huh?
When was he...
Wait. You mean that you don't know?
No.
Ooh. I'm beginning to see the light. Boys, I am
When was he
beginning to-
murdered?
Listen, the word on the street is that he got it. 3 days he's been gone from wherever he usually comes to, and the word is that he ain't no more.
Once more, Mike, why'd you come here?
Well, Floyd and we had an argument a few days ago, and he getting bumped, you know. I figured that you'd want to talk to me before I sat in convention at Atlantic... Ain't found the body yet, huh?
Uh-uh.
Well, what am I talking to you like I'm an idiot for, boys? Goodbye.
Take it easy.
Don't pinch the silk seersucker, Muggerman. No body, no murder, no nothing. Me neither. I'll send Taffy.
Tableau, then, of hot room and bewildered policemen, and the whir of an electric fan, and the irate motorist 2 stories down. Background for the shattering question.
You think he lost his marbles?
Followed by the glassy stare.
Okay, I'll find out.
2 hours later, followed by the phone call.
He wasn't kidding, Danny. Word has it that Floyd Decker is dead. Murdered.
Followed by 36 hours. And then the river.
Yeah, take a look, Danny.
Yeah.
Floyd?
Yeah, it's Floyd Decker, all right.
Been in the water 3-4 days.
How was he found?
You see that kid over there? The one on the piling getting ready to dive?
Yeah.
He can hold his breath for 90 seconds. During a small contest where the kid just moved in the neighborhood, he saw Floyd midway up, bumping against the pier.
Okay.
You want to talk to Mike Paulus now?
Uh-huh. Call Atlantic City and have the police relay the message that I'd like to talk to him.
You don't have in mind sending anybody down to Atlantic City to see Mike gets back, do you?
No, in a word.
Well, in another word, my wife wouldn't let me go anyhow. Who won, Lieutenant?
Hi.
Have a seat, Mike. How's the convention going?
You know how these things go.
Oh, then we're not dragging you away.
You are not dragging me away from anything. You understand that, don't you?
Now, look.
Look, I got word that you wanted to see me, and I ducked the caucus should we go into canned soda pop, and I got the first train in, only on account of you requested me. Requested me, Danny, not dragged.
Requested you.
Yeah, okay.
We found Floyd Decker.
I heard.
Fished him out of the East River.
I heard.
Stabbed in the back and thrown in the river. You said you had an argument with him.
That's right.
About what?
Money?
Well, come on, tell me about it.
Well, you know Floyd. You know his background nearly as good as me.
What's he been doing?
Well, you know he's been on 11 weight 5-6 years, eh?
Yeah.
Well, I went up on the same rap with him, Danny, income tax. Only I got out a few years earlier because I am nicely behaved, be it the penitentiary or be it a parlor. And you know, Floyd...
Not very well.
Well, he's
impetuous.
Impetuous. Yeah, I'd have got it myself if you gave me time. Well, he gave the feds all sorts of trouble, you see, so he didn't join us until his full 20 years. Now you ask what's he doing, so I answer. He's been a bum.
Oh?
A panhandling bum.
That's how he lived, huh?
Yeah.
And the argument you had with him?
It's about dough. I got tired of giving him handouts like everybody else.
Everybody else?
On the street, everybody else. Listen, Floyd was the type of fella can best be described as misfit. You can ask your head shrinker how many of those there are around.
You got any idea who killed him?
No.
Anybody you know didn't like him enough to...
Everybody.
Why?
Well, all the world hates a failure. Let me put it this way. All the world feels sorry for a failure until they got to bail him out, and then all the world hates a failure.
People on the street got tired of supporting him, is that it?
Well, I would say that that's an apt appraisal of the situation, yeah.
When did the word first get out that he was murdered?
Let's see. When it would be, about last Monday. Then it'd be about it. So, as soon as he didn't show up one day with the outstretched hand, everybody was going,
meaning that somebody stabbed him in the back and put him in the East River.
Also an apt appraisal.
Yeah. Last make we had on him was a boarding house in the Bowery, Mike, but it's old. He's been gone from there for a couple of years.
Well, I wouldn't know where he lived.
Also, his sheet says he had a wife.
Yeah, Alma.
Yeah, that's right, Alma.
Well, I'd canvass the bars along 3rd, Danny. I would look for a blonde, turning gray, dyed back to blonde. She's kind of tall, kind of slender, and kind of tired. She's kind of an inside laugher and crier. She's likable. She drinks 3rd Avenue scotch and never gets loaded. It's a nice woman. Likable.
Then he offered his hand, made the clasp, and the smile of good citizenship, proffered the breath of gin and taffy, and went out again to find a train to find the world of Atlantic City again. Legwork now. The bars of 3rd Avenue, alternate establishments between hand laundries, delicatessens, used furniture, used bric-a-brac, used clothing, and good-as-new women's wear. The bars of 3rd Avenue, which progress from respectability to the thin edge of limbo. Pose the name Alma Decker, also description, and get the shake of the head, the shrug, and sometimes the thumb jerk over the shoulder. Downtown, further downtown, mister. And where 3rd began to leave the village, where the afternoon drunks sought the shady gutters and draftiest halls, in a bar wedged between a fire-gutted building and an herbologist, there was a woman seated at a table.
Sure. My name's Alma.
She said, holding high the glass and trying to find the sunlight through it. Finding something else and hating it.
And him? This boy seated across from me and adoring me?
I do. I do adore you, Alma, very much.
His name is Edwin.
My name is Edwin Hempel, a man's man. Drink it down. Drink it down, drink it down.
Sit down, Edwin. He's drunk. What's your name?
Danny Clover.
Cop?
Mm-hmm.
About my husband?
That's right.
What about him?
Did you kill him?
He's dead, huh? Hey, Edwin. Floyd's dead. Did you hear me?
I drink him a toast. A man's...
Oh, shut up.
What'd you do that for?
Where'd they find Floyd?
What'd you do that for anyway?
The river.
That's nice. Some of our best friends have been found on the river down there. Of course, not recently, but there was a day when Floyd was up.
Yeah, I heard.
I'm nice. I'm nice to you. Please don't do that again.
What's this boy doing here?
Please,
Ask
please,
him.
please.
I swear I haven't quite figured it out myself.
You.
I'm nice to her.
He's been to college.
I've had a year of college, sir.
Edwin.
Yes, Alma? Let's not be ridiculous, that's all. I quote from Cyrano.
He always does.
Saying, "It comes to me from all sides that I am jeered at, that..."
Edwin passed out early this afternoon, Danny. It's turning into the kind of day when I might end up with nothing. Right, Danny?
Whatever kind of work you do, I'm sure you've noticed how it's the long, dull jobs that sort of get you down. You get so bored with doing the same thing over and over. Well, next time that happens, find out what a lot of help it is to chew delicious double mint gum. You see, as soon as you sink your teeth into a stick of smooth double mint, you enjoy a feeling of real satisfaction. And you'll like the steady, natural rhythm of chewing. Delicious Double Mint is a long-lasting treat, too. You can chew away for as long as you like, and you have something you enjoy doing while you go on with your work. And that cool, clean, Double Mint flavor is so refreshing, it gives you a pleasant lift. So you feel better, and things seem to go faster and easier. Yes, delicious Double Mint gum is a pleasant chewing treat that's helpful as well as enjoyable. So buy several packages at a time and treat yourself to a stick at work or anywhere. That's Double Mint chewing gum. Healthful, refreshing, delicious. We now continue with Broadway's My Beat, written by Morton Fine and David Friedkin, and starring Larry Thor as Detective Danny Clover.
In the high blaze of summer, Broadway walks soft and slow. The dream walk, the careless walk, rhythm to a regret for things that have not yet been. Because other summers have flowed in this street, and other winds, and in their ebb, the erratic gutter dance of the litter of the season. Snapshot of the tennis girl whose hair was braided and who was summer love. Snapshot torn in half, then torn again, and once more. The phone number scrawled in lipstick on a barroom napkin that rang on emptiness. No answer, the code for last summer. But this time it'll be different. So walk into it, but soft. And at headquarters, a room of 1,000 transients. Room where interrogations are made and motives poised and concern shown.
Where's Edwin? What'd you do to him?
Booked him, put him in the drunk tank, Mrs. Decker.
A kid like that? Drinks with a lady, gets a little high, ends in a heap in a drunk tank. Too bad.
Where'd you meet a boy like that?
Don't get subtle with me. Don't say boy to me.
I just asked you where you'd met him.
On Coney. Middle of May. I was sitting there. He came up and asked if he could talk to me. I said, sure, talk to me.
You kill your husband, Mrs. Decker?
Just right out? Did you kill your husband, Mrs. Decker? It's going to be like that, huh?
Uh-huh.
No, I did not kill my husband. I don't know who did. I don't know why he suddenly got that important, so...
Mrs. Decker.
Let me finish. I gave the desk sergeant where I live. So if you ever want to chat some more about young men or about the dead, come around, because I'm not going anyplace. Okay?
Yeah, for now. And like you said, Mrs. Decker, don't go anyplace. At the door she stopped, looked back at me, and chemistry that is in summer light lay against her face and sped youth across it. Her hands went to the back of her throat, stroked back her hair. She opened her mouth to speak, and there was no sound. Then she turned and left. It took 4 hours to find him, to find the man I was looking for, needed to talk to. Man of all trades, man on the move, man of shouts and man of whispers, listener and purveyor of Broadway secrets, Benny Fane. Hawaiian sport shirt, beer in hand, leaning gracefully against the jukebox of Maury's 3rd Avenue Bar and Grill.
Be my guest, Danny. Take this quarter from me. Buy yourself whatever dream music your heart desires.
You're doing fine, huh, Benny?
Oh,
Hawaiian sport shirt, free with 2-bit pieces.
Hey, this shirt's a present.
From whom, Benny?
What are you implying, Danny? I heisted it, I crimped it off a rack at a garment center?
You said it was a present.
If it wasn't, would it fit so well? The shoulders through here tailored to my measure, Danny? On the insistence of a young woman who was grateful for me for... Say, you ain't been looking for me for 4 hours, Danny, just to ask how come I wear silk.
No.
Floyd Decker, huh?
Uh-huh. Anything you've heard that...
I didn't hear. I saw him.
When?
3 or 4 nights ago, prior to his river bit.
Well, go on.
Floyd finds me by asking around by methods just like you did.
Benny.
No hard feelings, Danny. I'm telling you the bit. What happened? Floyd finds me, asks me where's the crap game. The big crap game. Right off, I laughs in his face.
Why?
Well, first, how would I know where's the crap game? Second, if I knew when such things were truly happening around Broadway, crap games, what would Floyd Decker be using for scratch, for juice, for bankroll? Floyd the beggar? Floyd the panhandler? Well, you could have knocked me down with a... Well, I'm giving you the bit, Danny. Floyd flashes a roll at least as fat as 5 G's. He let me feel it. Yeah, it was 5 G's. My eyes opened very wide. I say, where you get charity like this, Floyd? Floyd says, where's that crap game? And I say, I don't know, Floyd. I swear. Well, he leaves. Next whisper on the breeze about this remarks. Floyd blew the juice, lost it. The whole 5,000. So I guess he was able to find a crap game without my help. That's the bit, Danny. And if you ever want a Hawaiian shirt, I know exactly
Sure you do. Thanks, Benny. I'll see you around.
Good morning, Danny.
Good morning, Gino.
Early morning and already a scorcher.
Gino, do something for me.
Yeah. Mrs. T often says to me, it would seem, Mr. Sergeant Tartaglia, you were put on Earth for the sole purpose of doing things for your Danny
Call
Cole.
downstairs. Get Edwin Hempel released to my custody. Have them bring him up here.
No sooner said. Morning, Detective Muggerman. Pardon, but I am on a mission for Danny Clover, and the pleasantries must
I
be...
understand, Gino. Hi, Danny. What's Gino's
He's
mission?
bringing the Hempel kid up here.
Oh, that story Benny Fane gave you?
Yeah, what about it?
I did what you told me. Walked Broadway, stopped a few people, asked questions.
Well?
It checks out. What Benny Fane told you checks out. Floyd Decker lost $5,000 in a crap game.
You know where the game
No,
was?
and I'll tell you why. Because it was explained to me by several persons at Broadway like this. The heat and the humidity, they do something to the brain cells, especially the memory valves.
No one remembers where the game was, is that it?
That's right. They wouldn't tell me. I brought him down here. I said, in this cooler atmosphere, maybe their memory valves would...
Anyone know where Decker got the 5,000?
That they don't know for sure. They don't know how a broken-down panhandling bum got 5,000 together. All they know is he lost it and left the game and...
In here, Edwin. This way to see Danny Clover.
Well, that's all, Gino. Thanks. Sit here, Edwin. Well, this is Detective Muggerman.
Hi, Edwin. How do you feel? I asked.
I heard you.
Well, then answer me. How do you feel?
Hungover? Dirty? Ashamed? Now you'll answer me something?
What?
Mrs. Decker, Alma. What did you do with Alma? What kind of...
You like her a lot, don't you, Edwin? Maybe it's the wrong word. Maybe I should have said you love her.
Still not the right word.
Not like, not love? Give us the right word, Edwin.
I worship her. I worship the ground she walks on. I adore. You know the literal meaning of the word adore?
Mrs. Decker's over 40, Edwin, over twice your age.
40 years old. So she said twice as long to get twice as lonely as...
As you, Edwin?
First day I saw her, very first day, I said to myself, there's a very lonely and a very beautiful woman. She has solitude, and there is sorrow on her brow.
Well, this was at Coney Island.
A week I watched her, how she came to the beach in beauty, all by herself. Men tried to get fresh. She'd say something, they'd go away like their mouths had been struck.
But she didn't send you away.
No. And I know why.
Why?
Because the kind of woman Alma is. Because she saw right away I was offering my heart at her feet. And my soul. If you knew the life of sorrow and bitterness that woman had led.
Tell us about it, Edwin.
What it was to be married to a man who had been glorious and who was now a shell, a ruin.
You mean she hated Floyd? Hated him because he was a bum, a beggar, and once he was...
No, not hatred. But bound to him and chained. Because once she had been Caesar's wife, faithful and loyal. And she's still...
Now get off it, will you, Edwin? I didn't have my year in college, so get off it. Just tell us.
It's simple, really, what I'm telling you. Alma was married to a man who was once a sort of king, who fell in favor. But still, Alma was his wife, all he had left of his riches. And therefore, Alma was unapproachable, and lonely, and I'm to sit on a swarming, infested beach with a ridiculous young man. I told her how to get out of it, though. How she could rid herself of it.
Rid herself of Floyd?
And I know the formula with which you gain freedom.
Go on.
You buy it. You get money and buy it. I told Alman, and she thought it a splendid idea and said she knew where to get money to buy herself from Floyd.
There's another way to get free from someone.
You mean to kill him? No. It was much simpler to buy it. Especially if he's a beggar like Floyd was, like...
Yeah. You want to see Alma, Edwin?
Of course.
Come on. I'll take you to her.
Yes,
Hello, dear.
You hurt? They hurt you?
No, dear.
Oh, stop that. Stop that dear business.
Mind if we come in?
Come on. You don't want to drink, do you, Edwin?
You wouldn't let me. Would you let me?
No. Just sit down.
I said to you once, Danny, I said you want to chat about young men or about the dead to come around. Is that what you're doing now?
That's right.
Which?
Both.
Well, I'll sit over here and rest elbows on knees and chin in hand and listen.
Edmund told me about the kind of life you had with Floyd.
How he was a fallen Caesar.
Ain't he a kick, that Edwin?
Well, he was, kind of. Well, he was.
Whatever he was, Mrs. Decker, was pretty rough, huh?
Is that what you heard?
But he didn't work.
Yet he was a bum. Your husband was a bum, Alma. Whatever he might have been in the old days, truly, he was a bum.
He went to college, he ought to know.
Then how did your husband get $5,000?
What?
Before he died, that's the amount of money your husband suddenly had.
Well?
Where'd he get it?
A man like him?
A man like him.
With his connections?
He didn't have a connection in the world.
The people he knew, and you say he didn't have connections.
Let's try it this way, Mrs. Decker. Where did you get the $5,000 to give to your husband?
Who said I gave him
My tongue slipped, dear. I blurted it out.
Bless your heart.
What harm?
No harm at all, Edwin. I wanted your heart blessed.
Well, then, dear, I also told them what for.
Edwin said you tried to buy off your husband.
Oh, I did. I gave him the money. He said he'd never bother me again.
He lost it all in a crap game.
He said he was going away with the money. He could buy himself a steak and a small setup in Vegas. Instead, he finds a crap game in a garage off Broadway.
When he came back here and started to plead and whine, that's when I walked in and stuck him in the back with a knife.
Get him. Get the collegian.
Is that the way it happened?
What do you want from me?
Don't you tell him anything. Listen, you, I stabbed him in the back.
He wants to be a hero. Listen.
What?
Everything. All of it's drained away now, anyhow. He came back, he fell on his knees, and he cried like a baby. Like he's been doing ever since he's out of Leavenworth. Recalling the old days. And then he came for me. It was his scissors.
Where'd you get the money?
Mike Paulus. In court, I'll swear it wasn't. My husband says to me...
You know what he had the nerve to say to her? Honey, it's so easy for you to get all that money, get more. How do you like that?
And this one's what I'm left with. This little nothing with his 1 year at business college to buy me cheese sandwiches, to drive me around in a 29 car.
Don't believe her.
Oh?
He wants you to know that besides the cheese sandwiches, he helped me throw my husband in the river. Didn't you, Edwin?
Yes, I did, dear.
Yes, I did, dear. He's what I got, Danny. Now put us away.
In the minutes before dawn, Broadway lies huddled in a dreamless sleep. And the silent street is a part of it. The long night, the time of no stars, and the muted wind. Then from far away, listen. The whispers gather and take away the night. It's Broadway, the gaudiest, the most violent, and the lonesomest mile in the world. Broadway, my beat.
Refreshing double mint chewing gum is really two treats in one. A satisfying, long-lasting chewing treat and a delicious flavor treat. That's a pleasant combination for real enjoyment and for a good many welcome helps that mean a lot when you need them. For example, when you get hungry in between meals, chew a stick of double mint and you'll find it's easier to wait until mealtime. You see, the smooth chewing is satisfying and gives you something pleasant to do. And double mint is light and agreeable, never rich or heavy. The cool, clean double mint flavor freshens your taste and sweetens your breath, too. Yes, delicious double mint gum gives you a good deal of enjoyment and many pleasant helps, all at a mighty low cost. So try it soon, at work or pleasure, indoors or out. Enjoy delicious double mint chewing gum. Costs so little, tastes so good, lasts so long. The makers of Double Mint Chewing Gum hope you enjoyed tonight's story and that you are enjoying delicious Double Mint Gum every day. Broadway's My Beat, brought to you by Double Mint Chewing Gum, is produced and directed by Elliott Lewis, with music composed and conducted by Alexander Courage. The program is written by Morton Fine and David Friedkin and stars Larry Thor as Detective Danny Clover, with Charles Calvert as Tartaglia and Jack Crucian as Muggavan. In tonight's story, Kathy Lewis was heard as Alma, Lee Millar as Edwin, Sheldon Leonard as Mike, and Leo Cleary as Benny. Bill Anders speaking. This is the CBS Radio Network.
From 71 years ago, August 1st, 1954, Broadway Is My Beat, here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Up next, the second Mrs. Burton.
Civil defense is common sense. This is Howard Duff with this reminder. 640 and 1240. These are the Conelrad frequencies during a national emergency. 640 and 1240 on your regular radio will be your only official means of receiving vital information. Remember, 640 and 1240.
Hey, we'll wrap up today's episode of the podcast. We found an episode of another soap opera. This is the second Mrs. Burton. It goes back 76 years ago today to August 1st, 1949.
Jell-O, everybody. The Jell-O family of yum-yum desserts presents the story of a modern marriage, the second Mrs. Burton. Today on the second Mrs. Burton, you'll hear Arnold Huxley say to Terry Burton,
Mrs. Burton, how do you like having Vivian Gilby manage your life?
Oh, but you're wrong, Mr. Huxley. She isn't managing my life.
But she's certainly managing your husband's, isn't she? Isn't she, Mrs. Burton?
That's what you'll hear on the second Mrs. Burton in just a moment.
J-E-L-L-O! The big red letters stand for the Jell-O family. Oh, the big red letters stand for the Jell-O family. That's Jell-O.
Yum, yum, yum.
Jell-O puddings. Yum, yum, yum. Jell-O tapioca puddings. Yes, sirree.
Yes, sirree, and here's a way to put the freeze on a hot summer's day. Simply give the family a cool, refreshing dessert made with Jell-O, America's favorite gelatin dessert. For instance, you can make a little canned fruit into a delicious dessert with strawberry Jell-O. Just dissolve Jell-O in 2 cups of hot water and fruit juice. When slightly thickened, whip as directed on the package. Fold in 1 cup of drained, canned, crushed peaches or other fruit and chill until firm. This yummy dessert called strawberry fluff is destined to really perk up your family's appetites. Because that strawberry Jell-O tastes so rich and good, it makes you think of the real ripe fruit itself. Of course, all 6 Jell-O flavors are scrumptious. Strawberry, raspberry, cherry, orange, lemon, and lime. Rich with locked-in flavor that can't get out till your first delectable spoonful. Look for the big red letters on the box. They spell Jell-O.
And now, the second Mrs. Burton. Stan Burton's campaign for mayor of Dixon is well underway now, backed by Howard Osborne and his influential group of friends, and masterminded by Vivian Gilby, the beautiful woman lawyer who is secretly in love with Stan. Her secret, however, has become increasingly and painfully clear to Terry Burton with every passing day. Terry has mentioned nothing of her fears to Stan, lest in any way she should interfere with his election activities and his eager desire to win. It's early evening now, and in their bedroom, Terry watches Stan nervously looping a bow tie in front of the mirror.
Confound this thing. I can't get it to tie right.
Turn around, darling. I'll do it for you.
Oh, gee, thanks, Terry. I'm all thumbs tonight.
Nervous about the speech you're going to make?
No, little, I guess. Though heaven knows I ought to be used to it by now. How many speeches have I made in the last 10 days?
I'm not sure, darling.
No, don't blame me for losing count. Seems to me that from the moment I agreed to be a candidate, I've nothing but talk. I don't know what it feels like to keep my mouth shut. I expect I even talk in my sleep now, do I, Terry?
Well, I haven't heard you say anything, darling. But perhaps that's because I'm usually asleep, too. Maybe I ought to stay up some night and listen to you.
Oh, don't waste your time. It won't be very entertaining. You know, I always used to feel sorry for those of us who had to listen to political speeches. Now I feel even sorrier for those of us who have to make them.
There.
Oh.
There, your tie's all set now.
Is it?
Well, look at yourself.
You did a swell job, baby, as usual.
Well, thank you.
Say, this dinner jacket hasn't gotten too tight on me.
Oh, no, not a bit, darling.
Sure?
You haven't gained weight this last year at all.
Even if I had, these last 2 weeks would have taken it off. Oh, what a schedule they make for me. I don't have an idle moment.
Stan, it isn't too much for you, is it?
No.
I wouldn't want you to strain yourself for any election in the world.
No, sweet, I'm all right. It's just that the pace is a little stiff, and I haven't gotten my second wind yet. The thing I really mind, though, is spending so little time with you. Good heavens, we haven't had an evening together, and, gee, I don't know how long.
I know, I don't like it either. But if a candidate has to make speeches and appearances and judge beauty contests and award prizes and kiss babies...
The only baby I want to kiss is Wendy, and don't even have time for that. Oh, well, if I win, darling, it'll be all worth it.
Oh, there's no if about it, Stan. You will win.
Thank you, sweet. Somehow, when you say it, I find myself believing it really could happen.
Well, of course it could. Why, that poll in last night's paper showed you well ahead of the other two candidates.
That poll, well, you know how wrong polls can be.
Yeah.
Golly, but you look pretty tonight.
Oh.
Is that a new dress you got on?
Mm-hmm. I stopped off at the store today to see how things were, and Jane Winters forced me to try it on. She said, as your wife, I owe it to you to look my best at all times.
Good for Jane.
I know I'm not going anywhere tonight, but... Oh, I thought I ought to look nice for you for the few minutes we're together.
Oh, Terry, I wish I didn't have this confounded banquet tonight. I do.
Better hurry up.
Uh-oh.
But you do have it, Stan. And there's Vivian reminding you of it.
Yeah, I hear her. My master's voice.
Oh, now, darling, she does work very hard for you.
Oh, yeah, I know. I do appreciate it, but there are times when a man likes to be left alone with his wife.
Stan, it's getting late. We ought to be on our way.
All right, Vivian, I'm coming right down. Confounded.
Oh, wait. Here's a flower for your buttonhole.
Thanks.
From our garden.
Uh-huh.
There.
Every time I look at it, it'll be just like having you there beside me. Hey, why don't you come along with us?
You mean now?
Sure. That thing you're wearing is dressy enough to get by. You're all ready, aren't you?
Well, yes, but
Come on downstairs with me. I'll tell Vivian all about it.
Stan, wait a minute.
Vivian! Oh, Vivian.
Right here. We're late already.
Yeah, I'm all set to go, and so is Terry.
What?
Yeah, I've decided she's going with us.
Well, all right, if you're sure you want me to go.
Sure, we do.
Mrs. Burton.
Yes?
Well, I'm sure the organization that's giving this banquet would be delighted to have you come if they'd only known about it in advance.
Well, what difference does that make?
Well, the seating plan at the table, all the arrangements have already been made, Stan. If Mrs. Burton comes at this late hour, well, it really will cause considerable fuss and rearranging.
Now, Vivian, that's ridiculous. All they have to do is change a place card here and move somebody there, and it's all done.
Stan, I really don't advise it. Not tonight. This organization isn't too friendly to you to begin with. It was a great triumph. We were able to persuade them to let you address them at all. So it seems to me if we give them additional trouble...
Oh, but now, how much trouble is it to make a slight change in the seating arrangement? Vivian, I'll take full responsibility for it. I'll explain to them that at the last moment Mrs. Burton was able to go. And
No, Stan, I won't go.
Well, Terry, don't be silly. There won't be any trouble.
If there's as much difficulty involved as Miss Gilby seems to think, then I wouldn't dream of going. I don't want to cause you any embarrassment.
Oh, but, honey, you wouldn't cause any...
Really, Stan, we should have been there 10 minutes ago. There's no time for all this.
Go along, Stan, please. I'll go with you some other time.
But I wanted you with me tonight.
We'll make up for it tomorrow night, dear.
Tomorrow night? What do you mean?
Oh, don't you remember I told you I was inviting 30 women from various civic groups to come here for a buffet supper so they can meet Stan and talk with him?
Oh, yes, you did mention it, but I'm afraid that's impossible now.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, tomorrow night, Stan's appearing before the Circle Club.
What?
A very large and important group of men.
Well, you didn't tell me anything about that, Vivian.
Well, I was just able to arrange it this afternoon.
Yes, well, I told Terry 4 days ago I'd be free tomorrow night. She's been working on this meeting night and day.
Mrs. Burton, I know it's only natural you should want to help with the campaign in your own way, but since time is of the essence, we must put it to the best possible use. Several hundred members of the Circle Club are to hear Stan speak tomorrow night. I'm sure you're much too sensible to expect him to disappoint them for a handful of housewives.
Miss Gilby, housewives vote, too.
Of course they do. And I'm sorry, but I gave Terry my promise. You'll have to get me out of that Circle Club thing somehow or other.
That will be very upsetting to Howard. Most of his friends belong to the Circle.
They do?
Well, it was at his request I lined tomorrow night up for Stan. After all, Howard's putting so much time and money in this campaign, it seems to me some effort should be made to play ball with him.
Yes, but can't you arrange it for another night, Vivian?
Wouldn't it be simpler to arrange Mrs. Burton's little meeting for another night?
Yes, I suppose it would, Miss Gilby. I'd better start calling people now.
But, honey, it isn't right after you worked on it so long and so hard.
Good heavens, look at the time. Stan, we've really got to leave.
Yes, darling, you mustn't be any later than you already are.
I'm sorry, dear, about tonight and tomorrow night.
It's all right. After all, what Miss Gilby has arranged for you is front page stuff. Mine was strictly amateur.
You're really an angel. Goodbye, darling.
Goodbye, dear. Make a wonderful speech. Sweep them right off their feet.
I'll try. And I'll be back as early as I can, but better not wait up for me.
No, I won't. If you promise to wake me when you come in and tell me all about it.
Promise.
Please hurry, Stan.
Yeah, I'm ready, Vivian. Let's go.
Good night, Miss Gilby.
Good night, Mrs. Burton.
Bye, sweet.
Good luck, darling. Oh. She went out again. Should I have tried to fight her to get my way? No. No, that would be sacrificing Stan's good for a little unimportant personal triumph. She may not like me, but she wants Stan to win this election. And I want him to win it, too. Arnold Huxley warned me she'd be like this. I guess I didn't really believe him. Well, no sense mooning about like this. I've got work to do. I've got to call 30 women and apologize 30 times. No, Mrs. Foster, he isn't ill, but it seems his campaign manager has already arranged for him to address the Circle Club tomorrow night. Well, it's really my fault. I should have thought of clearing the date definitely with his manager. Well, I'm not quite certain when we'll be able to set it up again, but next time I'll make sure about everything first. Well, thank you very much for understanding. It's just one of those things, Miss Brand. I got my dates mixed up. It's all my fault. I'm terribly sorry to have to call it off this late, but I hope you'll forgive me and allow me to ask you again. Well, that's very kind of you. Would you excuse me for a moment, please? There's someone at my door. All right, thank you, and I hope to be calling you very soon. Goodbye. Yes, I'm coming.
Good evening, Mrs. Burton.
Why, Mr. Huxley.
Have I come at an inopportune time?
Why, no, not at all. Come in, please.
Thank you.
Are you visiting in Dixon?
No, I just got here. I drove up from New York to see you.
To see me?
Does that surprise you? It shouldn't. I still think that the key to this situation is in your hands.
I'm not sure I know what you mean, Mr. Huxley. What situation?
Oh, come now, Mrs. Burton. How do you like having Vivian Gilby manage your life?
Oh, but you're wrong, Mr. Huxley. She isn't managing my life.
But she's certainly managing your husband's, isn't she? Isn't she, Mrs. Burton?
More about the second Mrs. Burton in just a moment. Some folks say there's no shortcut to a good job. But ladies, that notion's way out of date. Just take jelly making, for instance. Now you can make luscious, flavor-rich jams and jellies and be out of the kitchen in no time. That's when you use Certo, the famous liquid pectin product that helps all fruit gel just right. With Certo, you can have finished glasses cooling just 15 minutes after the fruit's prepared. For Certo requires only a 1-minute boil. Just think of the time saved. And another thing, precious juice doesn't boil away, so you average 4 more glasses from the same amount of fruit with Certo recipes than you'd get from old-fashioned methods. Now, did I mention flavor-rich jellies? Well, follow any of the 83 recipes that come with every Certo bottle, and you can expect jams and jellies that'll make you your family's favorite cook, bar none. Make some plum jam or currant jelly this week with Certo. You're more certain with Certo. Certo. Be sure to join us again tomorrow when Terry learns distressing news in the next absorbing chapter of The Second Mrs. Burton.
Three times easier. 3 times easier. 3 times easier. Start starning with Satina.
Yes, that's what most users say. Add Satina to your hot starch and smooth away ironing troubles. Your iron gets going, keeps on going. With Satina, you're through quicker. So whenever you buy starch, buy Satina, too.
3 times easier. Start starning with Satina.
Now, till we meet again tomorrow for another absorbing chapter of The Second Mrs. Burton, written by Priscilla Kent. Remember the Jell-O family of yum-yum desserts.
Jell-O.
This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
And there you have it. 76 years ago, August 1st, 1949, the second Mrs. Burton here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Join us tomorrow for Nick Carter, Dangerous Assignment, Confession, Mr. District Attorney, and Dear Adolf. And visit our webpage at classicradio.stream to support the podcast. See you tomorrow for more Classic Radio Theater. I'm Wyatt Cox.